Finally.
I don't
Okay.
see the chat on I can only see the OBS chat. It doesn't pop up on my stream for some reason.
Yeah,
On the,
yeah. The OBS chat is where you wanted your chat to be. To be honest
uh,
with you, I always use chat on my. I rarely use it there because there'll be a delay.
uh,
Um. All right. Let me check my audio because for some reason on this scene I can't do an audio check. Yeah, I think there was a. I think my stream key got compromised, so they give me a new one. Let's see, mic check, mic check, mic check. Followers can request to join the stream. No, I ain't want to do that.
oh shit! Speaking of OGs, all the OGs popping up today.
Let's go.
Fucking
Let's
the
fucking go.
ordinary mercenary. Holy shit! What's good, bro? How you
Ordinary Merc,
been?
I remember Ordinary Merc.
Hell yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
Ain't that a Remnant guy?
I
yeah.
remember I remember that ordinary mercenary. Let's go.
He was definitely on Remnant with me for a long time. He carried me for a little bit. What's good, dog? Hope you doing good in school and shit, man.
Real
Hope you
quick.
enjoy the podcast.
Real quick.
Can y'all still hear me on Twitch? Because I know my Twitch
I
was
can hear
acting
you.
funny.
I don't know if I can hear you on Twitch though, but let me check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because every time I
make
tried to
sure.
switch to Twitch, it was tweaking.
Yeah, make sure we could hear Flo.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
we can hear you.
we can hear him. All right,
Okay, perfect,
so
perfect.
we ready?
I'm gonna just I'm gonna have my
Yep,
chat
I'm
on.
ready.
Okay.
So you
All right.
got
All
me on
right.
the topic. Go ahead, Kurt. Kick that bitch off.
All right. Take one. Even though we're doing this backstage, even though we started live already, so nonetheless, there's some exclusive for y'all guys. So take one and welcome everybody to the Raging Podcast. I'm your host, your gracious host, First Raging. Man, it feels weird doing that. It's not much, but anyways, and here are my two co-hosts. We're back at it again with another Raging Podcast. So, gentlemen, introduce yourselves.
What's going on, y'all? You know, Clutch for the Dove, aka Be Easy Boy, back with another one. And today, another Sunday podcast with my brothers, the homies, these families of mine. We're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
definitely entertain today, and I'm glad that y'all slid through. Hope all is well. Appreciate y'all for sliding. Let's get it. Go ahead, Flo.
What's happening to everybody? It's the kid Flow at Free. The least present on social media, but that will be changing in the coming future. Thank you everybody for sliding and coming through. Hopefully everybody can hear me and see me.
All right. All right. I don't know if you guys are comfortable doing y'all own intros on this podcast, or y'all rather for me to do it for you guys. But so yeah.
What?
No, like like how I usually do when I just introduce you guys by myself and
Oh,
just do everything by myself, or y'all feel much better, doing what we've been doing like right now and shit like.
it don't matter, man. I'll just roll with the punches. Shit.
Yeah, I'm cool with introducing myself. I just got to write out a proper intro like y'all got and shit. I don't have one.
Oh,
My social
trust
media
me,
presence is very.
I'm still working
I
on
just
that.
freestyle, bro. I just kind of say the same shit over and over, but
Hey,
it's
I want to make a script for my intro, but I have the least social media presence, so it's no big deal to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
oh, by the way, you can't see Flo because we can't get him. We can't get him on the Twitch thing for some reason. So that's
Yeah,
Flo.
Yeah, I'm using old technology and shit. I'm on a
yeah.
cell phone.
I had to manipulate the OBS to include him into my stream. If given a chance, if given time, I will teach Clutch how to do just that in the future.
Yeah, hopefully my picture that you got for the stream ain't bogus, man. Mouth all open, looking off in the sunset.
Hey, you gotta send us the picture first. Send them
Right.
send them the OF pics. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, picture from 2007 and shit.
Pixelated like a motherfucker.
What's going on, Kitty and Neurogasm? What's cracking lacking? Thoughts on Paul
Bro,
Wall? I totally forgot about Paul Wall and Mike Jones.
Oh,
I
Wall,
should
oh
have
man.
I should have fucking included
for
Paul Wall
what?
because I actually
On
like
the most
I
overrated or underrated?
underrated for Paul
Oh,
Wall,
Paul
but
Wall?
I fuss with Paul Wall.
I mean, I wouldn't.
But I fuss
I
with
don't
he's
really consider Paul Wall. I like him, but I don't. I
shit. I
like.
would have.
I can vibe to his music, but that's it.
Oh,
Like, I wouldn't put him
yo,
in any overrated or underrated.
fuck! I forgot.
I think he where he need to
You,
be.
you want to know another underrated rapper that I shouldn't fucking included? Bubba Sparks,
Who that?
bro.
Oh hell yeah, Bubba.
Bubba Sparks. I
Yeah,
cannot
Bubba was
fucking
that
believe.
dude.
Bubba Sparks is kind of underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, that Deliverance album was hard, yo.
Yes. Oh,
I fucked with
forgot
every
about
song on that bitch. There wasn't a song on that album I did not like.
him. Right? And I should have added fucking Mike Jones as the most overrated,
Mike
one hit
Jones.
wonder.
Mike
Ever.
Jones
I like
is
Mike
fucking
Jones actually.
trash,
Mike Jones
bro.
pretty decent, but
Look,
he's another one I wouldn't consider
Overrated, bro.
I only,
over or under. He's
only
just,
fuss. The only time I fuss with him is when he featured on that Paul Wall song. That's it. Literally, that's it.
oh, that they don't know that shit
yeah,
hard.
he went
They don't know
hard.
what
I'm not gonna lie,
about-
he went hard on that
That
track.
was a good song, yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
it,
that
though.
shit hard.
That's it.
That's it. That's literally it. Even his number one song, "Riding Dirty," is not that great to me, bro. Like,
That's Chameleon fam.
Oh yeah, that's committed.
oh yeah, my bad. Yeah,
That's
Mike
the niggas
Jones.
that riding
My
dirty.
bad.
Like wait, what's the song? Back then they didn't want me. Now how they all
Yeah,
want
back
me.
then.
Oh yeah,
Like that.
yeah. That. Mike Jones.
What about his verse on
Ooh.
Bad? His verse on Bad with Yang Yang Twins was pretty decent.
Wow, how did it go? I can't remember.
That I'm looking for a dime, best top of the line, cute face, little waist with a
Oh
big behind.
yeah,
Well,
I forgot.
verse.
That's a chorus though.
Yeah, I say his verse though. I think he opened with I'm in the parking lot looking for it. Well, how the fuck he start his verse? I forgot how his verse started on that
I
shit.
don't.
His verse was okay.
I totally forgot about that song. To be honest, yo.
I fuck with that shit for the time, you know.
White rappers.
Let's
I don't
see.
Is that who?
Let's see. Let's see. Yellow Wolf.
There's only like 5.
Yeah, right.
No, there's
Like
more than that, but
that's
Yeah, Yellow Wolf is okay.
Yeah,
Yellow
Wolf, Bubba Sparks. No, he's higher tier. in my opinion.
Yeah, Bubba Sparks is number 2 for me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, Bubba Sparks
because
is number
Eminem is the
2.
GOAT. Bubba Sparks is number 2. Paul Wall probably be number 3. Yellow Wolf probably be
MGK.
number 4.
No,
And
I put MGK last. I'm. That's,
oh shit, I forgot about MGK. Yeah,
MGK. I put him.
them the only 5 white rappers I know though.
Oh, well, should we count Iggy?
Iggy Azalea? I don't.
Was she a
I don't
rapper?
consider Iggy.
She was a rapper technically.
When she first came out with Ti, she was, but now I think she's more pop.
Iggy is fucking garbage.
Honestly, so is Drake. That nigga's a pop star too. That ain't no fucking rapper.
We should add a little Kim to it. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm sorry.
I mean, she would have been right up there with Cardi B if it was an old school list. Like,
yeah, Lil Kim.
She
Lil
was
Kim, I
ratchet
fuck
as
with Lil
fuck
Kim.
back in the day.
Yeah, I fuck with Lil Kim. She got bars and
that
shit.
corny ass
like
lineup,
the
Mike
female
Jones, yo. I bet motherfuckers still call that lineup to this day. Call that old ass phone number. 231-330-8004. Man, I actually called that shit like one time during the late 2000s, actually, just to see if it actually works, yo. But no, it's a Dell cell phone line.
I would say I heard at the time, like when he was first doing that shit in 2005. I heard that shit really did work. I heard that was really
it worked.
number.
Yeah, it worked in the beginning.
At the time, like in 2005.
Yeah, it worked in the beginning. Motherfuckers actually like, oh shit, somebody actually asked on the line. Like, was it him though?
Yeah. From what I heard, it was for a while, but then he changed his number because motherfuckers just kept calling him and shit. Like, yo,
Oh
like,
my God, what the fuck?
they win 2009, niggas still fucking calling that number and shit.
Holy shit, am I lagging now? For real?
In that candy paint, blowing down, sipping drink.
I think I'm lagging.
Pulling up the lanes now.
Am I really dropping
Like
frames?
the only Mike Jones song I like, for real.
I don't think I know that one.
Flossing? I think it's called Flossing.
Am I dropping frames?
Stay flossing in that candy paint. Blowing.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Hold
Shit's-
on. We probably had to pause stream. I just realized my frames are dropping. Yeah, we
yeah.
dropping frames badly. We probably had to hop on Discord no, we probably don't have to pause stream. We're just gonna do this.
Just do it on Discord.
Yeah, you're gonna do the Discord. We don't have to end stream. We
I don't
haven't
think
we haven't
so.
we haven't
It's
started
just
the podcast yet.
Just gotta do the window capture thing.
Yeah, let's do
Let me
that real quick.
see.
Cause I think since I had too many tabs open, fucking eating up my thing.
Stay flossing and that candy play blowing down.
And close this shit out.
24 inches running on the
Close.
lane. So we acting out of this Twitch shit.
Yeah, just so we could keep our resource. Please bear us while we going through this technical difficulties. Yeah, I saw the draw frames just increase like a lot, and I'm like currently red barring.
I did that with Spider-Man one day. I was mad as fuck. I was like, man, why this shit?
Turn on camera. Go. We're doing this live.
Okay, I'm done this, man. Y'all got better backgrounds than me.
Gotta get you a
Y'all
laptop.
computer using niggas.
Shit.
I say y'all using computers. I'm using a cell phone and shit.
Gotta get you a laptop, man. Or
Somewhere,
desktop.
man.
Yeah, you're in a guest status.
You definitely got to start somewhere.
Big facts, yo. Got my own
All
little
I
laptop.
really know is yo ho wants to get with me and she ain't playing.
Who is that nigga's name, yo?
He was trash, bro.
He
Wasn't he
was.
like a light-skinned Snoop Dogg?
Yep. Hannah, get a fucking. I just drank this.
I don't know I forgot who made that shit.
That was him,
shit just
and
came
that's
to
a
me right
Dr.
now.
That's a Dr. Dre song.
Got his name.
But I never knew
Was that
who the fuck
Corrupt?
his name
That's not
is.
Corrupt, right?
Nah, it wasn't
Oh.
Corrupt. It was somebody else. It was a new nigga.
It was one of the new guys.
I don't remember who that is, but I fuck with that shit. All I really know is yo ho wants to
He
get with me.
he definitely looked like
He
a
ain't
light skinned new Snoop Dogg, yo.
He just sounds just like Snoop Dogg. I was like, what the fuck?
That shit was.
That beat was kind of hard too, though.
Yeah, that beat. That's Dr.
Wasn't Exhibit on that shit?
No, it's Dr. Dre song. And you should know because you know it's Dr. Dre. The beat because the beat be fire.
Hold on, let me do a little research.
Telling you, it's Dr. Dre.
See who made that shit.
Telling you, it's Dr. Dre.
So I'm talking about that one nigga that was like, all I really know is
That. Oh, you talking about that guy? I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Yeah, that's not Snoop. I always thought that was Snoop. That's not Snoop.
Nope, it's not Snoop. I truly don't know. I'm not sure they even mentioned him in the video at the time.
That's somebody else.
That's
Nocturnal. That's who that is. Nocturnal.
Yeah,
that's a dumbass name.
Dr.
I
Dre
would
and
kill him
Nocturnal.
there, but
All
that's
I
a stupid
wanna do
name.
is be with my.
She ain't playing. That shit was hard though.
That shit sounds great. Soon as the door closed, some, every bitch want to get chose.
Dr. Dre with his aggressive ass, fucking deep ass voice.
He hella aggressive with that shit.
No, it's 95.
This time
Fucking the rush.
to start was
Looking
the
like a
last
fun
episode.
little rush.
I'ma
It's
definitely
all
get
good.
into that again.
Yeah, we editing live, yo.
I say,
You
motherfuckers,
guys
like, these niggas do not have their shit together.
It's so ill, so professional.
You can lay in my.
But it keeps us grounded and shit, you know?
Let's see. Okay, I see. Oh, let me space it out. There we go.
Motherfuckers is gonna lie.
Hey, Clutch, you still got Cat at the crib and shit?
Cat? Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. We're doing this live because I'm finna edit the fuck out of this VOD afterward. Doing it live. We're doing it live. But yeah. Is that really like top 5? They need 5 white rappers. The only thing I think about is
Oh yeah,
There's not that many.
Eminem, NF. NF is a good rapper.
NF. Who's that?
I remember that one thing.
Never
That
heard
dude
of
was white.
NF?
NF.
I remember that one song you sent. I fucked with it. The one you sent in the
NF
family
is
chat
dope.
that one time.
Yeah, NF is dope as fuck.
I probably
He
know.
kind
Yeah, I
of
was
sounds
like,
like an
I
old
fucked with it.
Eminem.
I probably know the song of his. I just don't know him. But
I couldn't even name NF song at the top of my head though, but
Yeah, I think he's more underground. I don't really think he's industry. Wait,
yeah,
is he industry? Because I'm so
I
out of
think he's
touch.
industry though. He had some commercial songs, I think. Oh, Macklemore. Everybody knows Macklemore. You know,
I mean, he's okay, but
he's a rapper.
that nigga's B96 at best, though.
This is the moment.
oh
Yeah, that nigga.
yeah. Oh
So we put our hands
yeah.
up like the ceiling can't hold
Hold
us.
us. He wasn't even singing in that hook.
And it's fucked up because I actually like Macklemore, but I don't really consider him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't consider his ass. I don't like that nigga's more. That nigga's
I
like more
consider
popping
Vanilla
shit.
Ice a rapper, and he's not even that
I'm
good.
gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
Hey,
I
he
fucks
had
with
only
it,
$20,
but
bro.
I'm like, yeah, I
Struggle.
fucks with Macklemore, but
Struggles.
I'm
Motherfucking struggles.
hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
That's what he says? I didn't know he said that.
I think that's what he said.
Fucking
They blur it out.
I wouldn't be
Like, what the
surprised.
That
fuck?
wacky ass beat. I wonder what made this nigga hear that beat and was like, yeah, I could do something to that. Do 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 do.
Think about half of the D12 beats. Like yellow pills, purple pills? That beat is fucking weird as shit.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Them
Yep.
niggas was like
100%.
looking at each other, like
Hey, that beat
Swear
is
down
weird.
they swear down they
looking at
snap.
each other like,
Swear down they
okay.
snap with that shit.
Well, the song is, I fucks with the song, but yeah, that beat is fucking trash.
Fuck. It's a
beat.
dope ass song.
Yeah, that beat is whack.
Back in my school for days.
Fucking proof, Joe. Proof.
Yeah, the fucking video is fucking
Proof
hilarious,
part,
yo.
Oh my god,
Yo,
him dressed as that fucking clown, bro.
Scaring the kids, chasing away and shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, Joe. Oh man, that video was fucking
I don't
hilarious.
need water when I'm swallowing mine.
Got any wrong?
The bizarre smoke crack. Some. Get your
Car
eyes
has
out.
flats or some shit.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Can't go far because the car has flats.
Different time period, yo.
Yeah, I fuck with D12, man. I'm gonna be honest, they probably my favorite hip hop group. Not saying they the best, but they
I
probably
didn't
my
know
favorite.
anything about pills and Percocets and shit back then, but I tell you what, I was rapping the fuck out that song.
Right?
It didn't even
Hey,
make me.
boy, back then we were like what, 12, 11?
Yeah, we were like 12 listening to
Yeah,
that.
we
shit.
were underage as fuck listening to that shit.
You know what? I never had the urge to pop a pill, even after listening to that song.
Nope.
I didn't have that
No.
urge. Like straight up rapping
No,
about pills
that's
would never.
like white people shit, you know.
It's definitely a party drug for college people or something.
Good college
I
years.
dibbled and dabbled, but you know,
Good college years.
it's not for me.
Yeah, Dax, he's not mainstream, so not many people know about him, but he's cold as fuck.
Dex?
You said Dex? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's like an underground rapper too.
Yeah, he's a TikToker. He be on TikTok a lot. He's pretty big on there. But
Is he? If you had to compare him to somebody from our era, who would he like compare to?
Logic.
Really?
I think.
Well, Logic ain't really our generation, but I know who Logic is.
You're right. Look wise, or
if I had to compare Logic, I'd say Logic like Common.
You want, if you talking about looks, or you talking about rap style?
I'm talking about like rap style. Because if I had to compare Logic to somebody from our era,
Tech 9.
Tech 9. That's saying a lot, bro. Tech 9, that
Tech
nigga.
9? We should have
Tech
put
9 a
Tech 9
beast.
on the most
Yeah,
underrated.
yeah. I thought about that too.
I
That
don't
he
know why
was
nobody said Tech 9.
he was definitely supposed to be on my list, but I don't know why I haven't thought about it. But he
I
was
didn't want
definitely.
to put
Kurt,
him
you
on
were
my
shooting
list
from the
because
hip. That's why. You
I did say
You was shooting from the
Yellow
hip.
Wolf. I was thinking about Tech 9, but for some reason it didn't came to fruition.
Yeah, Kurt, you had a wild ass list.
It is.
Nigga said.
It was just randomized and shit.
I about to say, yeah, you're over and underrated. We're just shooting from the hip. Whoever came to mind, you were just like, yeah, this nigga. What you talking about?
I had to. That's why I don't like when we do the list and we have to come up with something else on the fly just because somebody else mentioned it. That means we have no choice but to go do shit on the fly.
Right.
I'm like, fuck it.
Speaking of this, were we gonna get into this one or are we not?
Oh, I'm just almost finishing editing. That's what I was doing the whole time while we were just lollygagging. And just a time where I just finished. All right. Take 2.
Huh?
Right.
We back.
Take 2 and welcome to the Raging Podcast, episode 8 with your boy, Curse Raging. Gentlemen, please introduce yourselves, my brothers, my cousins, and most importantly, my fam.
You already know, Clutch for the Dub, aka Be Easy Boy, back with another one. And today, it's another podcast day on another good Sunday. Hope all is well. Appreciate y'all for sliding. Let's get it.
What's happening, everybody? Your least favorite fucking social media presence, Flow F Free. Back with another goddamn pod. Let's get it.
Least favorite. How many social medias you got? How many social medias you got in public knowledge that people know of?
The only ones I be on is TikTok and YouTube, and I barely post on those two. I don't never post shit on my Twitch, unfortunately. I got to be more active on Twitch, but I don't really fuck with Twitch.
Fucking same, and that says a lot about me. But okay, today the frame rate still climbing up, but nonetheless, we're gonna press on. Words are hard. All right, today we're going to do our list again. This time we're doing a list of our top 10 favorite cartoons of any era, any and all eras. I'm talking. The only thing we are going to exclude is anime. At least the hard anime. I'm gonna call it the hard anime because there are some soft animes like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and shit like that. Stuff that's widely known in America, and shit. But and when I say hard anime, I'm talking Bleach, fucking One Punch Man, all that
Gundam.
shit. Yeah, all that shit. We're gonna exclude those because anime fans don't look at those as cartoons. So yeah. And also, disclaimer: the lists that we come up with are strictly opinionated. So please don't take it to heart if y'all favorite cartoons doesn't align with ours. And most importantly, there will be some trigger warnings. So if you are kind of sensitive to the words that come out of my mouth, our mouths, all I gotta say is parental discretion is advised. So
I'm about to say, I'll just say, fuck off. I ain't got an audience.
I can't wait till we do the top worst cartoons because there's some shit cartoons.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if I could do that one. If I ain't watch it, I just start naming shit I just never watch. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think Dora the Explorer is trash?
You think Caillou is trash?
I couldn't even tell you. I never watched it.
You spoiled piece of shit, kid. Like, this guy was spoiled. He would get an attitude and throw shit.
Fuck that kid.
Kid temper tantrum.
Fuck that kid.
Slam his door when he gets mad. Like, bro, hold the fuck on. You're like 5. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't pay no bills, little shit.
Oh my God.
Little ball head.
Like Dora the Explorer. This bitch found herself in Europe and shit. Like, how the fuck?
Europe.
It's like 4 years old.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Good times.
Yeah, like why is her parents letting her go on an adventure alone with
Right?
a fucking monkey, bro? Like, what's
And
going on there?
occasionally visiting her cousin. I think that's
Yeah,
what that boy
like
is. Oh no, fuck that
Yeah,
she
shit.
bro.
would not survive in
Fuck that
Chicago streets walking around with a monkey. Like,
shit.
what the fuck? Like,
For real, yo. Gotta love it. All right, so without further ado, top 10 on the list. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a long podcast. Depends on how this shit goes. So, how should we do this? Should we go in order by appearance on the Discord? Because if so, it's gonna be Clutch, then Flo, then myself. So
we're
We can
gonna
do that
do
for
our.
simplicity.
All right, yeah, let's do that then.
let's go in. All right, so let's get right into it. The top 10 cartoons in general of any and all eras of all time, according to our respective. Starting with number 10. Plus for the dub, take it away.
All right. I probably got like 2 filler cartoons on my list just because
Hmm.
I just didn't feel like researching no more. But
I feel that. I got like 3
I
of
was
them
just
number
like,
10s.
most of the cartoons on my list is cartoons that I grew up on and or was very impactful for my childhood. Like this shit hit different, like it was the shit. But this is one of the first cartoons I probably ever seen other than like, Tom and Jerry or some fucking shit.
Mhm.
But throwback. Captain Planet, he's our
Hey!
He's the
hero.
hero.
Gonna
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 take
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 the ocean
you
down to
down to
zero.
zero.
Something, something,
Classic.
something. Like, bro, that shit was
Classic.
hard.
That was
That shit was hard. Then they had like 5 different people with different elements, like
Mhm.
water, earth.
Earth.
The
Fire.
Planeteers. And we're the
And then the African dude
Planeteers.
was like
You
water.
could be one
What?
too.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Saving our planet is the thing
What?
to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet
That's a deep
has to
cut. Oh
say.
yes.
Bro.
Heart.
That
Yeah, for
shit
some
was-
reason, heart is the elemental. It's considered an element.
Yeah, I'm about to say heart.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think they just threw that in there for
Just
some reason.
because.
And they couldn't figure nothing else out. It was just like love, heart. Fuck it.
I'm
let's
saying they
just
threw that
add
shit
it
in
there.
last too, so that's the one that's most memorable. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
Bruh.
heart. What does that mean? But advise you guys, this is during the era when the cartoons or actually had some educational environmental messages
It was the
hidden in
shit.
each episode. So it was
I
that.
liked it.
Yeah.
It was the that was element, but yeah, it was Captain Planet, and it was also another show that also has some positive message or whatever. Besides Super
Magic
Friends,
School Bus?
besides Super Friends, yeah, Magic School Bus. That's
Oh,
another one.
Super Friends.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another one. That would be an honorable mention for me. I fuck with that shit. Kind of heavy.
Yeah, because Superman, because at the end of the episode, especially Captain Planet, at the end of the episode, they always had this one scene where there's some trouble happening, or whatever, and all of a sudden, the hero shows up and take care of the problem, and then after doing that, then they talk to the kid and trying to lecture them, give them the biggest lecture
on
ever.
pollution. This is why you don't throw your trash in the
Down, dude.
ocean, okay? Because fish get caught in the little 6-pack cases of cans,
The
So
smoggles,
try not to
smoggies,
pollute.
right?
Like a kid with a crack pipe and shit. Captain Planet will
Mhm.
pop up at the end like, what are you doing? Like, you don't have
Alright.
to smoke crack. You just gotta
Hell
go to
yeah.
school with it. Be cool.
I don't remember the smoggies though. I never heard of it.
Yeah, Captain Planet was dope, man. Everybody had their own little element, power and shit. Nobody really used their rings like savages, to be honest, bro.
No.
Like,
No, I
this
think they just
motherfucker
cleaned
had
up shit around the
fire.
world and shit. Like, if it was
The
a volcano,
worst
somebody used the
firebender I
ring.
ever seen, dude. Like, my man was not even doing shit with it. And then you had the
Must
African
be
dude,
Canadian.
water,
Probably exclusive cartoon.
water,
Water.
water.
Love it.
I
Water.
don't remember none of the characters.
I
Save for Captain
either.
Planet. You're the only one I remember.
Me
Bruh,
either,
I don't know why I remember that shit, but it was funny as fuck. Yeah, Captain Planet was the shit, bro.
I
That's
say
my
shout out to Don Cheadle for doing the live action version.
yeah. Don Cheadle brought it back too.
Don't you, yo? Holy shit!
Yep, that
Fucking
is one of the
legend.
first cartoons that really was
for you,
impactful for me, and that shows my age too, because not a lot of people remember
right?
Captain Planet.
Same.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I don't know if Captain Planet came out in late '80s or early '90s. That's
I don't
super
know.
It
throwback.
has to be.
Definitely.
It's hard to say. By the animation, I want to say late '80s. It was some shit cartoon animation, bro. Like
Yeah.
it
I'll say
was not
that. Carmen
good.
San
Yeah.
Diego, Gargoyle, like all of that shit was drawn in like that same art style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big
You know?
facts. Big facts.
Yep.
All right,
But
Flo.
yeah,
What you? Oh, my bad.
that's my number 10 right there.
What's in?
All right. My number 10 is Recess.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Now,
if y'all remember Recess.
may I have to butt in on this one? Based on how my school is from home, if recess ever comes on, that means that it's two. Because it's 2 episodes of recess for me. It comes on very early in the morning and a little bit later on. Like
I know what you're talking
if you
about.
watch the first episode, that means too early for you to wake up. But if there's a second episode, that means you damn near late. That means you
Right.
damn near late for school.
Late as fuck.
Yeah. So,
All the good
Yeah.
cartoons. I think it was Recess and like Sonic or some
Yep,
shit.
Sonic
like
was
that.
in there.
Like Sonic
The
was
Mommy's
like the
Alive was
cutoff.
in there too.
I say
Yeah.
Mommy's Alive, Gargoyles. I
Yep.
remember Mommy's Alive and
Gargoyles
Gargoyles
and
coming
Mummies
on
were
like,
early in the morning, like
Yeah,
6
early in the
o'clock.
morning.
shit,
Yeah.
5.
hell yeah.
But once you hit like Sonic was like the cutoff for me.
Yep.
Like after Sonic,
That's time to
you
get the
better
fuck
leave
out.
after Sonic goes off.
Yep.
Or
Big
you're
facts. Big
You're
facts.
fucked, dude. Like
How's it going, like?
straight up.
Big facts. Oh, my bad. Continue.
Yeah,
About
my
reset.
bad, man. I just like
No,
reminiscing.
you're good. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember none of the characters' names. I just remember Recess when I was doing my research on this
I
shit.
remember that Wilder.
I remember. And I hope I'm not misremembering these characters' names. I think the main characters he had like a leather jacket with the cap to the side.
TJ Detweiler.
I think his name was DJ.
TJ Detweiler.
And you
I
had
remember that.
the girl that liked him. Was Spinelli? I think her name was.
Now that you mentioned it, yeah, I do remember Spinelli. She's the one with.
I think
She's
her
a
name was
nerdy one,
Spinelli.
right? She's
No,
the
I
nerdy
think the
one?
tall one was
Was
like
she the one with the snow
Gwyneth, I
hat?
think. Yeah, she had like 2 ponytails and shit.
Yeah, she's a nerdy one then.
She had like a dress. I thought she was I think she's Spinelli. I think.
I think
So
so.
then you have the tall one. I think she's Gwyneth or Gwen or some shit with the glasses.
Oh, that's one the one I was thinking about. Okay.
And then
Yeah, I
you got
remember her.
the little nerdy one. His name was Gus.
Oh yeah,
And then the black
Gus.
person.
Yeah,
And I
forgot
forgot the
about
black
him.
one's name.
What's her name? Gretchen?
Gretchen.
Gretchen.
Yeah,
I
think
think
that's
I
what
think it did
is.
start with a G. Gretchen, Gwyneth. Again, I don't know. When I was doing my research, I saw it. I was like, I forgot about this fucking show. That was my shit.
I remember the fucking snitch and the principal of that.
Oh, the
the
nigga
one that
who looked like Mo.
young Mr. Burns.
Yep,
Like
young ass Mr. Burns.
He looks like a young Mr. Burns, straight up. I was like, what the fuck?
100% look like.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah, Joe, I remember that little nigga. Yeah,
He
the
was a
fucking snitch.
snitch.
He had a notepad and
Oh,
everything.
no.
He was a bitch
He
ass
used to like
nigga.
do the same Mr. Burns, like
yeah.
hand rub and shit. Like, I'm about to snitch on your ass. I'm about to
Oh,
snitch
yeah.
on you fast.
He had that blue
100%.
shirt and shit.
100%.
But yeah, that's my number 10.
Oh man.
And disclaimer, this is the only show on here that's not a superhero show. The rest of my list is going to be superhero shows. Compacted of Marvel and DC. Just a heads up.
All right.
But go ahead, Kurt.
I'm gonna have to
I
boot
got a
up.
few backups.
I'm gonna have to boot up one thing on the list because he's formerly number 10, but I'm just gonna put him in the honorable mentions now because I want to mention this particular cartoon. For number 10 for me, and boy oh boy, you guys gonna have to do some research because when I looked this cartoon up, I immediately fucking remember it. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did I not remember this cartoon? But I do remember watching it growing up. This cartoon is called Bruno the Kid.
Bruno the
Kid.
The
I don't think I
Bruno
know
the
that
Kid.
one. I probably have to see it.
This cartoon, I believe, came out in 1996. And when I look up who plays Bruno the Kid, motherfucking Bruce Willis. The legendary Bruce Willis. And guess who's the co-star of the cartoon? Mark Hamill.
Okay, I definitely don't remember this cartoon.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, and then when I watched the clips of it, I immediately remembered the evil villains theme music. That's the
I
only
never
thing that
really
stuck
watched
into
it, but I remember this cartoon.
that. I remember that cartoons vividly. But
Damn.
that's some serious throwback. And come find out, it
Yeah, I'm
was in
looking
the
at it
90s.
now. I don't remember this cartoon, bro.
It was in
He
the
got like 3
90s.
fucking hairs in the front. He's
Yep,
bald.
yep.
I do not remember this.
And one of the main villains, had the same similar hair shape as well. He just
Why the
older.
fuck he only got 3 strands of hair?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's
It's a
bald, but he
different
got, like,
time in
three-
animation.
three
Stupid as
strands of hair in
fuck,
the
bro.
front.
That shit's like sticking out like this and shit. Like, what
Hey
the
Chad,
fuck?
if you get a chance, look up Bruno the Kid.
That is
Talk about
dumbass art design right there.
talking about showing my age, boy. And that don't even look like a damn 90s cartoon, 100%.
Damn,
Holy
I
shit.
don't remember too much of that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, the 1996 year. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was a kid.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember that shit.
But fucking
Damn.
Bruce Willis played as the main character, Bruno the Kid. And then when I listened to his voice, I'm like, damn, that dude sound like a grown ass man talking like in the kid's fucking. Like, he didn't even try to fucking act like a kid at all. He was just basically reading the lines and shit. That shit was fucking hilarious. But the fact that Mark Hamill is also in there, which is the legendary voice actor of the Joker, the cartoon, he played as, I think, Ed, whoever the hell that character is. I tried to look for that character. I ran out of time. I couldn't find out who it is, but I do remember that particular cartoon. I remember watching that faithfully growing up. I don't know, is it in the mornings or the afternoons? I think it's the afternoons. But it was one of those during the struggle days. I had no fucking cable, and it's one of those shows that where I had no choice but to watch it or whatever. Because back then the TVs. I hate talking about this because it made me feel extra old. It's one of those box TVs where the knobs is fucking missing and shit. You have to use
shit, in the 90s, that was a staple in the hood.
Yep. You have to use a fucking.
Every time you change it.
Yeah, you have to use the pliers and shit just to fucking flick the damn channels and shit.
Yeah.
Messing the fucking rabbit ears and shit just to get decent channels and shit.
Yeah. I remember you used to have to put it on channel 3 just to play like Nintendo games.
Just to play the game and shit. The NES.
Yeah. And if your channel 3 don't work, you better hope 4 works.
Yep.
You're kind of fucked. Like, you better hope your channel 4 works or you're definitely fucked. Like,
yeah, they only had the yellow and the white wires.
Yep.
Yeah.
Weren't even a red one yet.
No, they had the actual little cable you had to twist in the back of the TV.
Yep. Yeah.
Before the yellow and white.
Yeah. It was a little black cable you had to like twist the antenna part.
That's even before those inputs, those color inputs were a thing.
Yeah.
Right then. They was just wires. They was just wires you have to manipulate.
Color input didn't come out till like PlayStation 1.
Yeah, the
or
first PS1 days.
Or some shit. 64 probably.
2000s. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I feel old as fuck.
Good old days, man. Good old days.
Motherfuckers don't know how good they got it now.
Today's kids would never know the struggle.
Man. I remember I had a PlayStation. I had multiple PlayStations that I had to sit upside down for it to work and read CDs.
Yeah.
Like, dead ass.
Because the lasers on the PlayStation 1s was
sucks. It sucks.
It was trash.
It was terrible.
You remember playing SmackDown 2? And the loading screen would have like one of the wrestlers.
Yep.
And after like 5 minutes, you're like, yeah, this shit ain't gonna fucking load.
Yep.
Press reset and shit.
Yeah, I remember it was a certain logo you had to see, or you might as well just start that shit over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn, we gotta do a throwback video game list. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be all day with that shit, yo.
Throwback video game list? Bruh.
Oh my god.
Bad Fur Day, all type of shit.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Who is it on? Who turn is it?
We basically finished the list. So now, basically, Coach for the Dub, your number 10 was, just to recap, Your number 10 was what now?
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. And yours is Recess. And mine was, shockingly, Bruno the Kid. Because it's something about that character something about that cartoon, it sticks to me. It brought up a lot of early childhood that I never. But yeah, I had to throw that in there because it makes sense. Other than my original top number 10, which I'm probably gonna bump it up a higher tier. So, anyways, now to the next category. Next category. Segue. Number 9.
Number 9.
Cuss for the Dove. What you got for the number 9 top cartoons?
Man, I feel like my list is going from my young age working up to my teenager shit. But my number 2.
Number 9.
Or number 9. My number 9.
Nigga about to fuck up.
My number 9 is another old school cartoon that a lot of people don't remember. Like, very rare. You're from a different tier of existence if you remember this.
Well, you had to be there.
You had to be there, bro. I really didn't watch a lot of. I probably did, because most of the time this shit came on hella early, like way before I had to get up for school type shit. But if you so happen to catch it, you were.
I think I know what it is.
Greatness.
I think I know what it is.
Street Sharks, man.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. That was my second guess. That was my second fucking guess. I literally saw that cartoon as I was looking it up.
I'll say the Hammerhead was my favorite one. I remember that show.
Hammerhead shark. It had the tiger stripe shark. It had the great white shark. And I think there was another shark that was like a whale shark or some fucking shit. Like,
yeah, I think the great white was like the main character, if I remember right.
Yeah. That cartoon come on super early, like 5 o'clock early.
Like mad early. You had to be lucky as fuck to catch that cartoon.
Do y'all remember is the name Mighty Max or Mad Max? No, I think it's Mighty Max.
Or Mighty Mouse? Or
no, Mighty Max.
Yeah.
That came on around the same time as Street Sharks. If not,
that was a superhero mouse, right? Like,
I'm about to say, is that?
I just remember the title, but I do remember hearing
the white boy, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, I think it's a white boy. I remember that.
Yeah,
because I remember hearing the theme song as I was.
Look that up because I know it. It kind of reminds me of that kid off of that one video game, something Darkness.
Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness.
Yeah.
Mighty.
Yeah, I would say I remember Mighty Max.
So it is Mighty Max. I knew it's MM.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all can see it, but
oh yeah,
it is Mighty Max. Yeah, I remember. Yep, that's the kid with the hat. Yeah,
I remember that.
I remember that.
Because I remember those two shows come on super early in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know why would they. What kind of kids they thought was gonna be up at 4:30 in the morning to watch these cartoons, bro? Like, who the fuck? I don't know adults that will wake up that early to watch a cartoon. So this time slot thing they had was fucked.
That shit is not it,
Hey man, good old 80s, good old 90s, man.
They encouraging the kids to not fall asleep at night, during the school.
It was like, you have to wake up at 4 o'clock to watch this Yu-Gi-Oh episode. You're fucked. Like, wait till reruns come out next month, motherfucker.
Right? If you lucky. Shit.
Yeah, but
Street Sharks, I legit forgot what it's all about, yo.
Don't get me wrong, cartoon made no sense at all.
I bet. Because we had no standards back. We had no standards. We had no standards back then.
This shit made no sense at all, dog. Like humanoid sharks. These motherfuckers.
In all fairness, just like a humanoid turtles.
True. That's true.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's true.
Yeah. I think that's where they try to borrow that formula from. Or
it was a good try.
Yeah. And then you got Biker Mice from Mars too. Rocko's Modern Life. Yeah, all of those.
Remember that, but I hear about it a lot.
I forgot about fucking Street Sharks. Didn't one of us used to have the toys of those?
Yep.
Street Sharks.
Yeah, I think it was Burger King toys, I think.
Sure did.
I remember that shit.
I know I had me a Street Shark toy that was dope as fuck. It was one of those, I swear, back in our toy days, listen.
Yes. We was collecting that shit.
if you had a toy that could bend, like the limbs could bend,
Yep.
I'll
like
say yeah, the limbs,
shoulders
the,
and
the
shit,
knees,
oh, you're
the elbows and the knees.
he's
Yeah,
automatically God tier for some reason. Like
so the ones that just move their
straight up.
arms and shit.
it'd be like a Triple H fucking wrestling doll versus a stiff ass
All right. The only
Chinese
thing that
Dragon
moves
Ball
is the
cheap
arms.
toy
It
and
only
shit.
goes up and down and
Yeah, the arms only go up and down and shit. It's not even a real name brand toy. It's just like some bootleg superhero toy you got from the
Like
fucking
some Burger King shit or McDonald's Happy Meal toy and shit.
yeah,
And
bro.
you got some toys that are just like this. They don't move at all. They're
No,
just
none. Hey,
I was trying to tell
hey,
my son. I was trying to tell my son about the toy days. Like we used to walk around with bags, like a
yes,
bag, plastic bag full of fucking toys. Like,
they fast,
Joe,
bro.
fun
what's up?
fact.
You want to
I
fight?
still got my bag
Yeah,
of toys, yo.
you still do?
I bet.
I
Probably,
still got my bag of toys from back in
probably
the
probably
day.
buy
I
it
still
for if
got
you
it.
got some good shit.
Yo,
I'm
remember,
like, bro.
hey, Flo, remember the Dark Vader, the Dark Vader toy?
I don't have that one. I don't have that one.
Remember the
So when the
remember
battery
yeah
starts dying,
yeah remember remember the voice line of the Dark Vader toy? Remember the voice line of the Dark Vader toy?
oh, what the toy used to say?
Yeah, was
Oh
on
yeah, he
running
said,
on dying batteries and shit.
yeah, he used to say
He said like
good one or some shit.
something impressive. Oh yeah, he said impressive.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah,
Most impressive.
yeah. Yeah, that,
But you're not a Jedi yet.
yeah, and then
And then the ting.
the fucking laser thing just point out, and then the music playing in the background, dun, 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 and so on. And then as soon as the music stopped playing, his arms lowers itself and shit. Now
That's
that's how it's supposed to go, mind you. That's how it's supposed to go. But this is what he sounds like with a dying battery. Oh, don't make me laugh. Don't me.
All right.
This is like the slowest fucking voice voice thing ever. All you heard is
what the fuck?
Don't you know Jedi? And then his arm slowly struggling to move up.
Even the music was struggling.
The music was that shit was so damn terrible.
I was shaking
Oh,
shit,
fuck,
like,
bro.
That toy was the greatest, Joe. It was the greatest thing I ever seen.
And that's back when we used to play Game Boy. So I would take the batteries out and put it in the Game Boy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Game Boy Color days. Oh man.
Oh
man, my bad.
Remember that
Fucking niggas Segway and shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good times, man.
Good times, man.
Oh yeah. So yeah, number 9 for Clutch is Street Sharks. Street Sharks. So all right, Flo, what's your number 9 of your favorite cartoons?
I'll say yeah. We about to say from here on out, it's the superhero cartoons. And surprisingly, my number 9 is Superman the animated series.
Number 9.
That's number 9.
That means there's got to be a lot of better cartoons than that. The Superman animated
and I
series
love
is very
the Superman
memorable.
cartoon, bro. The Superman cartoon was the shit. Is that the first time I learned about Darkseid, Parasite, fucking Livewire, Metallo, all of them.
Crush on Livewire. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck does her power even hurt Superman? She shoots electricity. Like,
hey, you
the
know
fuck?
what? I forgot about Superman cartoon animated series.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe.
That was a stable of our fucking fan base.
That shit hit.
DC back then.
That shit was like very popular back then too.
Hella popular.
Oh yeah.
That's
my number. That's my number 9.
Yeah, you put that in number 9.
That means I seen Brainiac too, because that Brainiac was like a black and gray type of dude or something. I don't think.
No, I think you're thinking about Montour. The dude that absorbs other people's powers and shit.
No, he's purple. He was purple and blue.
Yeah, he's purple.
That's Parasite. That's
Ah.
Parasite.
Parasite, that's the
In
name.
that version
Parasite.
of Superman, he was purple and blue, or
Okay.
purple and gray, or some shit like that.
Yeah, I know Brainiac had like 3 dots.
Yeah, Brainiac is.
Yeah.
No, he's
Fucking
also
head.
purple, but he's a bit more gray than
Yeah.
purple.
I say Brainiac's supposed to be green, but I forgot what color he was in that cartoon.
I
No, he's
forgot what
gray.
I know
He's
color
Dark
he
gray.
Knight
was.
was in
He's
that
gray and
too.
purple in that cartoon. Mostly gray.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Parasite.
I haven't watched that show in bro. I haven't seen that show in years.
Years, yo.
But that
Also,
was my shit.
That was
That
the
and the
shit,
Batman
man.
show.
also Parasite
But yeah,
used to scare me, yo. Fun fact.
I don't think I
I'll
brought up.
say I
He
don't
used
think
to
he had a
scare me.
mouth. I think
He had
just
a
had
mouth.
like
He had a mouth, but it's just that all you see is a big ass dark
didn't-
hole in his mouth.
I'll
yo.
say he didn't have like
He don't have
there was
lips.
something
He
awesome
don't
about
have
Parasite.
lips. Yeah, he just don't
Yeah,
have
I
lips.
think that's what it was. And he touched Superman, and Superman be screaming like
Right?
fucking
He like,
like he was in pain.
he was suffering,
You know
yo.
what I'm saying? Like, bro, Parasite, yo.
It's like, wow, that's a nice juice. I need some more. It came
Yeah,
from
I
the
need some
kid.
more of
Oh, damn, some scary shit. Run,
Yeah, I was
Superman.
like, Parasite was fucking terrifying, bro. I mean, remember when he used to do to
Right.
people? He would just go around killing people. Well, not killing because it was a cartoon. He'd go around touching
Draining
people,
people.
and you know they faint. But when he touched Superman, because Superman trying to talk him down like a fucking like
Yeah,
Superman
idiot.
does,
Yeah,
and he'd grab Superman and
He like,
he
hold
fucked
on.
Superman up, and
Like,
he was like,
hold
"Hold on, like what is this?" You know what I'm saying? But I think Superman was Clark Kent at the time when he touched him and started getting
Oh.
like super strong. You know?
Oh, I thought it was.
But yeah.
I don't know. It's been a long
And I
ass
think it
time.
was Clark Kent the first time he did it. And then that's what made him like a specific Superman villain. At least in the cartoon. I don't know about the comics. But in the cartoons, I think when Parasite was going around touching people at the in Metropolis, he ended up touching Clark Kent, and he was like, "Oh shit, like whose man is this?" and shit. You know what I'm saying? So of course, after I forgot how he ended up getting separated, he ended up turning into Superman. And then when he touched Superman, he was like, "Oh, you're that fucking, that person and shit." So of course Superman got to put him down. As I said, that was a great show, man. That was a damn great show. That's where I got pretty much most of my Superman knowledge from.
Want to know something? Now that you're explaining that shit, you know what I immediately thought about, which I'm starting to believe that this is supposedly the Marvel counterpart of Parasite. Is what's his name? What's his fucking name? I just had it on my tongue. Carnage.
Is he a villain?
Carnage.
Carnage?
Because if you remember if you remember the Spider-Man cartoon, the animated series, the Spider-Man cartoons, that Carnage, that's what he's going around doing. Instead of actually killing people, he's going around draining their energy as well.
I remember Morbius doing that.
Yeah,
but
Morbius does that.
His hands.
Yeah, Morbius does it by with his hands.
Killing them, but it's a cartoon, so they made it kid friendly. Yeah. So he said he was draining their plasma. He's not killing them.
Yeah, you drain their plasma.
But we know, like.
Yeah, we know what
we know.
Doing. But yeah,
but Carnage, I think they did that for Carnage too, because Carnage is a ruthless fucking killer.
He's a ruthless
killer. But to make him PG, I think that's what they did with him. They made him, train people's
life essence.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
That's what he's literally going around doing that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of shit is this? I don't remember this. But yeah, I think they try to make that Carnage look like he's like a counterpart to Parasite. He's a Marvel.
Yeah, because they can't make him a killer in a kid show. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they gotta make some contrived way to make him make sense and shit.
Pretty much.
True.
All right. Excuse me.
But yeah, that's my number 9.
I didn't even bother to look at my damn list. All right. For my number 9, I'm gonna have to get this one to, since we're going to the DC realm, I'm gonna have to do this DC thing probably one time. Static Shock.
Nice.
Yo, that was gonna be my honorable mention. My list. That almost made my list.
That almost made my list too.
I love
it was the first black superhero cartoon that I've ever seen.
Yes.
Before I even knew who Black Panther was.
Yeah.
Virgil Hawkins was the OG for me, Joe.
Big facts, yo.
Yeah.
And this is way before I didn't even know he was a part of DC universe.
And
At the time, I don't think he was. At the time, I think he was still with I don't know if it was
He was
Image
just
Comics. He
he
was
had to
still
be
with
independent.
some. He was his own IP.
Yeah,
But
he's
I
on.
think in the 2000s, the Warner Brothers or DC ended up buying the rights for Static Shock, and that's how he was
Getting introduced to the Justice
integrated
League.
into the DC universe. Yeah,
That makes sense.
but he
It
wasn't
was.
always DC.
I'm about to say, like he was his own fucking superhero. I like, and the fact that he's African American, seeing him as a superhero, that shit is hella inspiring. And then his even his own villains, one of his main villains is black too. And not only that,
Yeah,
no, his villains are fucking diverse as fuck, and that's like them that game changers. It was pretty cultural, and I
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
I love his abilities and that fucking I love basically I just love everything about that growing up.
So you remember how stereotypical the show, how the characters were drawn out, right? Remember
Oh yeah,
they fucking boxers used to
yes,
be on the
yep,
top of the head,
yep,
and they
and
they
one,
fit
two of them,
boxers.
and two of
into the
them,
boxers.
yep,
Like
two of
what
them
the
got
fuck?
and two of them got the stiff ass braids and shit.
Yeah, Joe. Like they
Yeah.
fucking t-shirts was tucked into their boxers.
Yep,
Like how to like that don't
they
even
try,
make sense. Like niggas
they
don't
try.
dress like this.
You
Yeah.
you'll be surprised in some
It
cities.
showed the boxers
The
pants
pulse is way
sagging
up here and shit.
all the way up
Right,
here.
their boxes is up here, their shirts is tucked in it, their pants is super baggy. I'm like, bro, like niggas
I
don't dress like this, bro.
I don't know, man. I did see a few people dressed like that, yo. They do
See,
have
In
their bosses way.
Chicago,
like
No,
that.
not in Chicago. In
I
other
was gonna say
in other
probably like
city,
Houston or some shit,
in
maybe
other
in
city,
Philly. But
in other city, motherfuckers do have their bosses way up here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is happening
And you
yeah,
here?
know
like
what?
yo, that's that Static Shock shit. You know, I was like, that shit don't make sense, but you know, it's close
But
enough.
it's close
You
enough
know,
to
but I
the
still fuck with Static Shock. That's a damn good
And
show.
Static Shock dealt with some pretty touchy episodes too. You
yeah.
know what? One episode that stuck with me to this day. It was a racist episode. It
Oh
was his
yeah,
best friend.
there was
It
a
was his
moment there.
best friend, like dad or some
Yeah,
shit, was
his
a cop,
dad.
and
Mm-hmm.
he brought Static over his house one day for
Mm-hmm.
dinner, and his dad mad racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like he let him have dinner and shit, but the whole dinner he was being like a
Negative
slick
to him.
talking asshole about it,
Yep.
you know?
I
But then
remember
when
that.
Static was about to leave, he went to use the bathroom or some shit. That's when his best friend dad was like, I don't like that kind. I don't like his kind in my house. Don't
Mhm.
ever bring him over here
I
again.
vaguely remember that.
I
I
actually
Man.
remember
vaguely
that
remember
episode.
that.
I,
Yeah, it was a very controversial
yeah,
episode too.
I applaud them
Like,
for showing
I
that
was about to say
because
for
they have to bring that issue out there because they
yeah.
know what's up.
And then he walked out the room, and his best friend seen him listening the whole time. And the
Mm-hmm.
best friend was embarrassed because his dad was a racist piece of shit.
Yep.
It was a deep episode, man.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that shit
hmm
was it
I
was
say he probably
deep.
didn't even have no super villains. The dad was probably the villain, low key.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think that was about powers or nothing. It was about
Real life
real
issue.
life shit.
I
You
was gonna
know
say
what I
real
mean?
life, a day in the life of somebody in the hood and shit with a white
Right.
best friend. You
Pretty
know?
much.
It was a fucked up awakening episode. That was like the first woke shit I ever seen
Yep.
in a
Same.
cartoon. For
Seen
real,
that
for
shit
real.
as a child. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
It's
damn, people are really like that? Then I moved to Minnesota and I was like,
Yeah, people really like that.
I'll say people are like that. I
people are really like that. Holy
experienced that
fuck.
shit
That's why
myself.
their daughters love us, and you know the daddies hate us and shit.
Good God. All right.
Yeah, that's a good pick though. Static Shock. Yeah.
That
That
is
was a good
shot.
pick.
So to recap, for number 9, Clutch has Street Sharks. So your number 9 was Superman the animated series, and for me,
Oh,
motherfucking Status Shot.
Static Shock. All great shows, bro. All great shows.
Great shows.
The nostalgia, bro. The nostalgia.
That is real.
Yeah.
But there are better shows. Just like number 8. Segue, let's go. All right.
Go ahead.
Number 8, Clutch. What you got for us for the number 8 of your favorite cartoons?
So like I said, I'm working my way up in my age group with my list.
Yep.
You know, from youngest to older, you know. So what would be the most youngest? These next two are gonna be my last like toddler shits, I guess. Which one I should go with? I'm gonna go with Arthur, bro. Like
You're
That
Arthur.
was
going
my
to the
favorite
PBS
Channel
realm.
11 show.
Arthur was a
That's my
great
favorite Channel
cartoon,
11
man.
show. I don't give a
My
fuck what nobody
go-to
say.
show, my go-to show in
Like I
PBS.
said about Static Shock, it dealt with some racial shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I remember Buster father or some shit that
Yep.
wasn't feeling Arthur or some shit
Yep.
like that. You gonna be racist and y'all animals. That shit crazy. But shit
Yeah, I
was
don't like
stupid
those
as
damn
fuck.
airbarks. Watch out for
They
those
adju-
aardvarks. They
Yep.
steal.
Fuck them
Hey,
Arfbarks.
hey,
Don't
they
bring
addressed
them
the issue.
Arfbarks around here. Like what the fuck? Like
I
They
say
addressed,
Binky was a bulldog, I think.
yeah, Arthur
yeah,
was a
Vicky, yeah.
dope car. I remember Larry used to crack me up when we was a kid. He used to sing this one song that I remember to this day.
Having fun.
It was that Buster Baxter
Oh,
ran
yeah.
away and he came back. Buster
What?
Baxter ran away.
Buster
He
Baxter.
came back. Bro, he
I
used
remember
to
I,
that
know, I
that
don't
out in
remember
song.
that
that one.
shit. Bro, had
I
me
remember that.
dying,
I
bro.
don't remember that one. Holy shit.
Had me dying, bro. But I mean, Arthur had some great episodes. Like
Yeah,
DW
they
made
do.
me realize Little Sisters ain't shit.
I'm about to say
Yeah,
I couldn't stand
100%.
I
DW.
can
Oh, I
stand
really,
Like
I
she was
really,
a character I did not like,
she
bro.
was a little
yeah.
I
stupid
couldn't
fucking
stand
bitch.
DW at all. She was annoying as fuck.
DW is
You
literally,
get this nigga in trouble, he didn't even do shit. He
she
be
was like
chilling.
my
Petty.
sister in a way.
She was straight up petty for no reason,
No
bro.
reason.
Yo, I had two DWs, bro. Like she only had
Two
one.
brothers.
What, bro? Like nigga.
Arthur was the shit, man. I watched that every day almost. I mean, we didn't have cable most of my childhood, so the next best
Yeah.
thing is
Man.
Fox Kids
PBS.
shows and PBS shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Big facts, yo. On your
Arthur
day,
was
on your
definitely
days
the
off
go.
school,
Yeah,
you
days
watching
off
PBS.
school, you're bored
They
as
start
fuck,
watching
and all of
street
a
shit.
sudden,
Like
an
man.
episode of Arthur will pop up randomly on
Yep.
PBS on the weekend. You're
Yep.
like,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Going
yeah,
straight
I'm
too.
gonna watch some motherfucking Arthur, and it was dope, man. Even the
Mhm.
everybody knows the theme song. Like soon
Yep.
every day when
I
you
say I know
put
that shit to this day,
To
nigga.
this day.
I can sing that whole
everybody
shit.
that you meet
To
is
this
original
day.
up on the
With
beat.
the
Like what
ritual
the
of
fuck?
the beat.
Love
When
it.
I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
It was
You
positive
get
as
to learn
fuck.
to work and
Happy as
play.
You know
hell.
what I mean?
You
It
get
was so
along with
positive.
each other.
Love this shit.
It was very
That's
positive
that
and
shit.
beautiful, man. It made me want to go to school and have fun with my friends and shit.
Right.
Or like, like it was an uplifting TV show. They had dumb fucking TV shows, man.
Yeah.
I mean, dumb episodes of Arthur,
Mhm.
but they also had some pretty, like I said, pretty deep, like, touchy topics too. Though,
It does. It has
I
For
its
don't think
sure.
they
moments.
ever touched the subject about sex, but they
I don't think
definitely
so.
went
Niggas was
down.
too young for that though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
we
Arthur
was.
was more
Yeah,
for like the little kids.
right,
I know one
right.
of my favorite episodes is that Jekyll, hi, Jekyll.
I heard of that.
This nigga's doing this shit.
I
What the
remember
fuck?
that shit,
What the
and it
fuck?
slowly cut to different little
Hi,
cubes and shit.
Jekyll.
What the fuck?
Check a high.
Tweak as fuck,
Jekyll.
Joe. Tweak
Bro,
as
that shit
fuck.
was
I'm like,
funny
why?
as fuck.
I guess
What
Brain
the
made
fuck?
some kind of I don't know if you remember the character the Brain. He was like the smartest kid in the
Yeah.
school or some shit. He made some kind of something that turned this nigga evil or some shit.
Like a robot or something?
like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or some shit.
Hmm.
Like he would drink some serum and make him like evil. The song was dumb as fuck, but it was catchy as all hell. You know what I'm saying? That's the same episode that Buster Baxter ran
Yeah.
away or some shit like that. It's the same
I must
episode.
have missed that
It was like a
episode.
musical episode that they did.
Arthur had a few little musical moments and shit.
Don't
I
you-
definitely remember that Jekyll Hyde one because we used to die laughing at the little cuts. And they're
No,
just like doing the
I'm gonna
same.
see if I can find it, Kurt.
I don't know.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'll put it in the family chat.
Yeah.
I promise
Don't-
you, if you
don't-
see it, you will remember.
probably
I
would do.
promise you.
The only song
I promise you, you'll remember it.
The only song I remember is probably on the same episode. The only song I remember was something about the library card. Like having
Yeah.
fun
Same
isn't
episode.
hard. We
It's
got
the
a
same
library
episode.
card, and everybody started running away. It's okay.
Yeah, Joe. All of that was the same episode. It
That's
was
the
like a
same.
musical.
Okay.
They did like a musical
What
thing.
the
You know what
fuck,
I'm saying?
bro?
Oh,
And then
I think
this,
that episode had those
Prison
3 songs
art.
on it.
We got a library card.
and then what made it so funny was
What
that you could tell that show the budget for that cartoon, the budget for that particular episode must be low because they be using the same damn animation throughout the fucking whole song. They showed the same. So
Yeah,
a couple.
I think that was one of those. I think that was one of those throwaway episodes where it's like a musical thing. I think they did like because the episode had no structure, it had no nothing. It was just like musical songs that they did like for 10 minutes per, or probably 5 minutes actually. Because it was just a song, and then once the song was over, it was on to the next, the next song and shit. Yeah, the library card, that Buster Baxter, that Jekyll Hyde shit. I think that's all the same episode, bro.
So I did see that.
It's on YouTube. I promise you, it's on YouTube.
Oh, it has
The
to be
whole
on
episode is probably
YouTube.
on YouTube,
Yo,
yo.
it's has to be.
100%.
Guaranteed.
It has to be.
It's
I already know.
legendary. Legendary as fuck. I think they still make Arthur too, dude. Like, if I'm not
Dude, I thought they
mistaken,
canceled that shit. That shit was like in the 90s. You sure that shit still come on?
I think Arthur got kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga on
Yeah,
child
they got kids.
He's going to the bar on episodes and shit. Like,
Every day when you feeding your baby.
skipping, he's like walking with his head down.
Well, the baby mama she
Push the
beat.
stroller.
All right. Well, that chick Francine, she wanted to fuck the shit out this nigga, man.
Oh, low key.
Francine was the
Francine?
hippo, right?
Was
She was
Francine?
she
She
was
was a
the
tomboy.
girl version of Arthur, Joe. She was like his
Pretty much.
counterpart.
Pretty much, yeah.
She was a
Then you had
hippo,
Muffy,
right?
who was the rich chick. Muffy, she was like a dog. I don't know what the fuck she was. I think she was a dog. But Francine was a
I'm
female aardvark.
atrocious.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
yo.
I remember that episode of Francine where she trying to call herself singing while drumming, yo. That shit was terrible.
I hated Francine.
She was like, oh yeah, oh! I'm like, what the fuck is that? That shit was so damn terrible.
Right.
But it was basically a whole episode about her terrible singing, and everybody's too afraid to tell her that. If I remember right. All right. So who's that?
No, Arthur's Arthur's
That
my
was,
favorite Channel 11 show for sure.
Arthur was my number. What was that, 7?
Number 8, I think.
That's number 8.
Yeah,
We on number 8. We only on number 8. We got a long way to go.
Oh yeah. All right. So
And it's
Flo,
only 8. It's already 8 o'clock.
so Flo,
Arthur.
what's your favorite number 8 favorite cartoon?
Okay, number 8 for me is Batman, the animated series.
Mm.
I forgot
Yep.
about Batman animated
I
series. That shit
love.
was hard.
I love.
Yep,
that
I think it's the original cartoon from the 90s.
Yes.
That version. Because Batman got a bunch of cartoons, but that version,
That's my
the one that
favorite version.
introduced us to the Mr. Freeze, and that version of Mr. Freeze was
Riddler.
terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah,
Scarecrow.
Riddler, Mark
Scarecrow.
Hamill's Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Scarecrow, all of them. All of them. I think Kevin Conroy
Clayface.
was
Scared the shit out of me.
Kevin Conroy was that Batman. Yeah, on that.
he was that Batman. Yep.
Clayface.
That is the that version of Batman is my number 8.
That's a legendary fucking Batman.
That cartoon was the shit, bro. Like, it
100%.
really was the shit, man. Like,
100%.
every Scarecrow episode really got to me. I was like, I do not like Scarecrow, bro. Like, I was kind of scared of this dude. Like, low key, like, Scarecrow used to terrify me a little bit.
Yeah, because after you hit you with that fear toxin, he didn't even look human. Like,
Right.
honestly, for a while, I didn't think he was human. I thought he had powers just like everybody else. It wasn't until I got older I realized, yeah, this is just some guy. You know
Yep,
what
just some
I'm
guy
saying?
in the suit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Batman, very good choice.
Good pick.
For me, my number 8. I'm gonna have to do the honorable mention because he was formerly number 8. I'm knock him off the list altogether, which was Freakazoid.
Yeah, Freakazoid.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
I forgot about Freakazoid.
The legendary fucking Freakazoid.
I'll tell you,
Oh,
invincible
man.
ass Jim Carrey ass character with the
He was a
fucking hair
Jim
and the
Carrey
spike.
character.
Yeah.
He had like black and white, like
Frankenstein,
Fan
female
hair.
Frankenstein
Yeah, like-
hair.
Like
Yeah.
black hair with that white stripe going through it. Like this
Right.
What
dude was
was
like
his
a god.
ability, by the way?
I thought
He
he was
pretty much do whatever he wanted, Joe.
like a
Like
Break the
Shazam.
fourth wall and shit.
yeah,
I
like
thought
he
he had
could
like
like so
electricity powers.
yeah, he
That's all
could
I
pretty
thought he
much
had.
do whatever he wants from what I remember. You know what I'm
Huh.
saying? Like he was like damn near unstoppable, but he
Right?
was goofy, and you
Yeah,
couldn't
he's
take him.
very
Like,
goofy.
you didn't take himself serious.
Very
But yeah,
fucking
but
goofy.
like he pretty much could do whatever the fuck he needed to do when you know. Then
Mhm.
again, I have to watch that shit. I haven't seen that shit in so long. But from what
Um,
I remember about
I,
Freakazoid, he can pretty much do whatever he needed the plot to make him do. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And whatever the
Fly
plot
armor.
demanded, he could do that shit. Yeah.
Fly armor. That was
But he
one of
didn't take
those.
himself too serious, and that was another thing that made it,
He's like a Deadpool, that cartoon, basically.
if I
But
remember
more
right,
goofy.
yeah.
But yeah, I had to boom him out because I don't have much memory of him other than that and the theme song.
Yeah,
something,
something, Freakazoid, Freakazoid.
Freakazoid. That heavy
Freakazoid,
ass theme
Freakazoid.
song. But instead, my number 8 cartoon was Jackie Chan Adventures.
That's another good show.
That almost made my list too, because I remember watching that a lot before
Mm-hmm.
school.
Yeah,
Yes.
and fucking Jade was annoying as fuck.
Hella
But Jade was
annoying.
cool though. She was cool.
Eventually, yeah, she gets cool.
Then Toru, he was a villain at first, but then he ended up joining Jackie
The good
Chan. Toru,
side.
that big dude.
Yep.
Then the old man used to fucking pop this nigga
One
out.
more thing.
One more thing.
Ignoring us with that shit. Yeah, Jackie.
Yeah. Jackie.
One more thing.
Fucking love that cartoon. Like that's one of those cartoons.
And everybody's jaw was like super
sharp,
like it
pointy
came
and
up to the
shit.
side, it was like super sharp, it
Chisel
came
like a
all the way
motherfucker.
down to their chest. Yeah,
That's some
everybody's
crazy
jaw
art
was like
design.
weird, especially the main villain.
I
Then he
forgot
had
who the
like
main villain
talismans.
is. I forgot who the main
The
villain
main villain
is.
was some dude in a suit. You know, he was looking for talismans who had like one was like a chicken, a snake. Like they pretty
Oh
much had like
yeah.
animal powers and shit.
Oh
It's
yeah.
always one new talisman every episode and shit. Just like a Shaolin thing, but
I remember
yeah.
one episode like they like got all the talismans and shit one time, and then some stupid shit happened. Like something stupid, like Jay dropped them or something, and they lost all the talismans again. I was just like,
Something
what?
Yeah,
stupid.
I said Jay was annoying as fuck,
Dude,
yo.
you
I'm like,
waited.
and she used to get this nigga involved in so much shit. Like, bro, Jackie
I
was
hate
just
plot
trying to
twists
be.
like
I
that,
think he
bro.
was just like he just ran like a restaurant or some shit, like sweeping floors. But then she'd go do some bullshit. He had to come and save her, and now he had to do all this amazing kung fu, kick everybody ass. But then low key, she knew how to fight too. But she was just like little. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But that was a good show though. Jackie Chan Adventures was that shit. I almost put it in mine too, but I was like, nah, it ain't better than these
almost made
superhero
my
shows.
list too.
But yeah, that's one of those cartoons I remember growing up and shit. So yeah. All right, so we're done with number 8. Now for the switch segues, we're gonna hit straight into number 7. Clutch, what do you got for us?
All right, number 7. I, we this is the last of my kids shit, I guess. Kind of, sort of. We brought it up earlier. Magic motherfucking school bus. Miss
Magic
Another
School
Frizzle,
Bus,
PBS.
yes.
Another
Miss
PBS.
Frizzle would have
Boy,
got the
Miss Frizzle
dizzle.
could
Let me
have
tell
got
you.
it, bro.
Miss
Miss
Frizzle would
Frizzle,
have got
nigga.
the dizzle. Let me tell you,
Nigga, she
man.
always in a dress with like fucking planets all over it. She was
Redhead and
with
shit
two
too.
C's. You know what I'm
What?
saying? She wore
And she was
glasses
smart,
too.
bruh.
Boy,
She knew how to
Miss
drive a
Frizzle, I ain't
magic
gonna lie,
bus.
after Velma from Scooby Doo, Miss Frizzle was my second fucking childhood crush, bro.
I don't know what it was
Frizzle could
about
have
Miss
got it.
Frizzle, but yeah, she would have
Nah, Miss
definitely
Frizzle could
got
have
the
got it,
dizzle.
bro.
But yeah, Magic School Bus, come on, man. Like, what is there else to say? Magic School Bus is literally the first time I learned that only way that r- the way white blood cells turn into red blood cells is oxygen. And they
Yep.
literally had an episode showing them going through somebody like organs or some shit.
Ralphie, that was
And they
Ralph. Yep.
showed the white blood cell get hit by the air or what was it? I think it was oxygen or something
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
he had like cut himself or some shit, and the air was
Yeah,
going inside, and it
yeah,
was yeah.
yep. And they went into the cut to like, and
Mm-hmm.
then that's the same episode they taught us about like white blood cells, bacteria, like the way the white blood cells fight off bacteria. Bro, that show was
Yeah, he
dope.
was sick. In that
Mm-hmm.
episode, he was sick. He didn't go to school. So Miss Frizzle was like, wait a minute, this nigga ain't in school. So,
Right.
I don't know how the fuck. They went to this nigga's house. This nigga's bedridden and shit. And Miss Frizzle was like, we going on a field trip. And Arnold, oh God, I know I shouldn't have came to school today. So they end up stringing the bus, going inside this nigga's cut, and then end up inside of his body. I think the
Without
white
his
blood cells
consent, by
started
the way.
attacking him. Yeah, like the white blood cells started attacking the school bus because the white blood cells thought that he was like a bacteria. So
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh shit, we gonna die." And Miss Frizzle's like, "I love it and shit." Like,
Yeah,
yo,
always
that's a great
optimistic and shit.
Like, what are we gonna
You
do,
know what I'm
kid?
saying?
You gotta
Always.
Yeah,
figure
and
it
then
out
like,
yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
and then the
yeah. Or
medicine,
all we be fucked.
we're all gonna die. You better figure it out, kids.
right?
Like,
But
She
then what
is
ended up
just like
saving
that,
him?
yo.
I don't know if y'all remember. What ended up saving him was some
What?
medicine that he took probably like an hour or two before. The
Mm,
medicine came down and it started killing all the like the negative like
mm,
bacteria in his body,
mm,
and it was killing the bacteria that was surrounding the bus. You know
mm.
what I'm saying? And it
oh
was like,
yeah,
oh shit, yeah, Joe,
yeah,
that's one of my favorite episodes. Actually, when I think about Magic School Bus, that episode and the one where they went in space are the two
yeah.
episodes that always come to mind.
Always,
Those are
bro.
the only
Like
two.
that was one of my favorite episodes because it really taught me something. And most episodes of Magic School Bus, they teach you something.
Oh yeah, I think
Mhm.
every
Fucking
single
dope.
episode is supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like one taught me about photosynthesis. I remember that chick Wanda. She took off her helmet and was like, "This should taste like sugar." And Miss Frizzle was like, "It is sugar. Like that's where sugar comes from." You know? I was like, Joe, like, because they was inside
Mhm.
like some kind of plant or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe, that
Yep.
shit.
Magic
Fucking
School Bus
Arnold
is the
killed
shit.
himself. He was like, because I guess Arnold's cousin, some chick that looks just like him, she got glasses, and it was on I think they was on Pluto back when Pluto was considered a planet,
Mhm.
and fucking and she was collecting like she would go to every planet and collect shit. So she had so much shit that the school bus couldn't carry all of that shit. So she's like, I'm not going back to Earth unless I can bring all this shit with me. So Arnold's like, bro, like we can't stay out here forever. We'll die out here
Oh
type shit. So
yeah.
it's like, if you don't want to
Mhm.
come, then I'm gonna take off my helmet. And she was like, you ain't gonna do shit. You're like, all right.
He
And he took it off.
took it off
And this nigga
instantly,
fucking
froze. This shit froze instantly and went
I was
cut
like,
to
no.
it cut into the commercial immediately. I'm like, damn. I'm like,
Nah,
Shazam! Like, did this bro
I was
just
like,
die?
nah, Joe.
Did
That's
he
what I'm
just
saying.
Literally
I'm like,
killed
Joe,
himself.
it went there, Joe. I'm like, it went there. They
He
snapped.
literally
They're like,
killed
this nigga,
himself on TV.
Joe. And only time they got on that school bus so quick, and that nigga's body was like this. It's carrying him on the side. This nigga was like this, Joe.
His
bent
And of
the
course, when
fuck
they
dumbass.
made it
up?
back to Earth, he was all like cold and shit.
Bent
And
the
she was
fuck
like,
up.
damn it, Arnold making me leave all my stuff back on Pluto and shit. Yeah, Joe.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that
man.
episode. I
Magic
remember.
School Bus, that shit was heat, yo. That shit was heat.
It was dope, bro.
Hella educational.
That show was so dope, man.
Right
Like,
on
they
the
showed
It
magic.
was.
Right on the magic school bus. Dinner.
I was saying, yeah, that was Lil Richie singing the intro and shit.
That was
right.
Little Richie.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was
Oh, I
Lil
can see
Richie,
that.
Joe.
I can see that.
Lil
Okay.
Richie. It was a
The
dope show,
legend.
man. And then
The
the bus
legend.
never ran out of gas. I have
Never.
yet to
I'm
see an
saying,
episode
bro.
where they went to the gas station. Like that
Nope.
motherfucker. That
Big mother
motherfucker ran
going
on
for life.
happiness. That shit ran on happiness and
I'm
knowledge.
saying, I don't think he needed oil changes or nothing. Like that motherfucker was,
He was
it
all
was
good.
pretty. It had eyes and
That
shit.
shit was
Only thing he
straight,
couldn't do was
bro.
talk.
Like,
Hmm.
it didn't get a flat tire. And then the episode that did break down, it was for a stupid fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
Why
forgot
not?
why it broke down.
it was in
And Miss
Mars
Frizzle,
and
she
it
was
wasn't
always so
filmed that.
optimistic and shit. Like, bro. You know what I'm
She
saying? Like,
always
even when
optimistic.
her magic school bus would break down, she would still be like cool as fuck, cooling that shit.
Mhm.
Happens. Let's figure out how we're gonna fix this.
Let's figure it
Like,
out.
Right.
Let's sing a song.
fucking
Optimistic
hell.
as fuck. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alright.
Magic School Bus, that was a great show.
That
Damn
definitely
good
my
show,
number
man.
7, man. That
Number
show had a
7.
big impact on my childhood. That was the
Same.
shit.
Same.
That was the shit.
One of the
I
PG
still
era
think
shows.
about this show to this day, and I'm in
Hmm.
my 30s.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah,
All right.
banger.
So,
So
all right, my number 7 is I don't know if y'all ever watched this one. This one might be low key. Maybe y'all heard it, maybe y'all haven't. Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I don't know if
I
y'all ever
watched a
watched that one.
little bit because back then I wasn't into Marvel as much as Avengers as much back then as I am now. Back then I wasn't.
I'll say I don't know if I remember the intro. It was kind of like rock and rolly. I think
Mhm.
it came on like our world's about to break, tormented and upset, lost from when we wake,
It's
with
a
no
Avengers
way
cartoon.
to hold back. I'm
You know,
standing on my
you
own,
know how many
and
Avengers
now I'm not
cartoons I like?
alone. Did the beat come in? We will fight as one till the battle's done. Yeah, y'all remember that shit?
No,
Fuck no, bro. I don't
no.
remember that
Damn.
shit.
I ain't gonna.
I told you. I
I
told
ain't
you
gonna
back.
hold y'all,
Told
man.
you back
That was my
then.
shit.
I was not
Was
into
that like
Avengers.
early 2000s or what was?
That
When
came
did that?
out.
It had to be like
That came out. I don't know what
90s.
year it came out, but definitely in the 2000s for sure. I don't know if it was
I must have
2000s or the
missed it.
2010s,
You said it was
but it's
called
more.
Avengers.
It
What?
came out in the
Earth's
2000s.
Mightiest Heroes. That sound like
Yeah.
that sound like
Avengers.
one of the first.
Bro, they got so many Avenger
That's
cartoons
what I'm
and shit like
saying.
that.
Like it's so many of them. I just don't know
Yeah, that's
which
the
one.
one. Yeah, that's the one. I forget
Is
what
that on
year it
like
came out.
Disney Channel or some shit?
When I
That
first
had
saw
to
it, it
be
was on
on
Netflix.
Disney.
Well,
I
Disney
found it on
owns
Netflix.
Marvel, so I'm assuming they got all of them.
Yeah, well, again, I don't know what channel it was on. When I found it, it was on Netflix though. It only had like 2
Hmm.
seasons.
Oh, that's remind me. I gotta sell to Netflix. Not sponsoring, but
But yeah, it's not. I don't think it's on Netflix no more. You can probably find it on like Disney Plus. But yeah, when I first found it, it was on Netflix probably in like 2011, 2010. When I first
hmm.
found out about that show, I was
Hmm.
like, Joe, that shit heat. I fucked with it.
I
You know
probably
what I'm
remember
saying?
it once I watch it. I remember because I do remember
Ooh, that's cool.
I was a hardcore DC fan. I was growing up. I ain't became a Marvel fan until like my late teenage. But back then I was a
Yeah.
hardcore DC. So like yeah, fuck Marvel, DC all the way and shit like that.
I was like, you was one of those. I'm non-biased. I fuck with both
I
of
was
them heavy.
all of them.
I fuck with both of them.
And then and
But
that's
yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all up on that one.
and that's until I know who's. That's until I fully understand the roster of Marvel characters. That's why I started
Yeah, like
getting
who's
more and
in
more.
like the difference between who's in Marvel and who in DC.
Yeah,
Because once you do that, then it's hard to choose between which one you like more.
See,
exactly.
Marvel
You know what
got
I'm saying?
way
Like
more
once you know
broken characters.
who's in what universe, yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I never understood why people be biased against the other. It's like, how can you say fuck Marvel but Wolverine, Spider-Man? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how can you
Exactly.
say fuck DC but Batman, Wonder Woman, Super? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, how the fuck? I don't know, man. People are weird, yo.
People like to choose sides for the sake of. People enjoy conflict. They just like to choose sides for the sake of choosing sides.
Mm-hmm.
We're humans. So it's what we do. All right. So my number 7, which came to a shock, I have to make some adjustment because I deleted like 4 fucking cartoons, and they're all Marvel DC. Most of them are. My new number 7 is Cat Dog. That's the first.
Cat dog.
Cat dog.
Cat dog.
Cat Dog.
Lost in the world with a little
On
cat
a
dog.
little cat dog.
That was, I think that's like one of the first
Cat dog.
Nickelodeon cartoon I have
Cat
ever
dog.
watched.
I remember when that shit first dropped too. Everybody was confused as fuck.
Yeah, I remember.
Everybody's
I
hella
remember when it was
confused.
all new. I remember when it was
I
like
remember it was
announcing
new
it's an
too.
all new show and shit.
Yep.
So,
When it
I
first
think it
dropped.
came out like '97 or '98.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That was like one of my first cable cartoons I have ever watched. Besides Red and
Yeah.
Skippy. And shit.
Oh, Ren
Yeah.
and Stimpy. Yeah, I don't know why that shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why that shit was coming on for kids, man. That shit
Yeah,
had a lot of adult
let's not
content.
talk about Red and
understood why
Skippy.
that was- I don't ever understand why it was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I
That should
never
be
understood
like
it either. That shit
Cartoon
got
Network or some shit. I don't know why the fuck.
I don't
It
know
was
how
on
they.
Nickelodeon.
I don't know how the hell the FCC did not overlook that shit, or censor
I
everything
think it
else.
was just drawn too detailed. Like it would show
Mm-hmm.
like little cuts of like a person's face,
Mm-hmm.
super detailed and
Daily detail, yo. That should
like
be
Right,
funny
eyes
as hell to
and
me.
eyes and like
That
yeah, it
part be
was
funny. Now SpongeBob doing that shit now.
yeah.
how to have some
SpongeBob.
Squidward.
Yep, that's fucking crazy. But yeah, Cat Dog was that's one of the few cartoons on the cable that I remember growing up watching, like
Yeah.
faithfully and shit. So yeah, that's pretty
That
much
was dope.
nothing else I can say about that. So moving on to number 6.
Number 6.
Clutch, what you got for us?
All right, number 6. I gotta start erasing some of these. I'm gonna keep it. What was the next one? Who did I go last? Magic School Bus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To recap,
Yep.
Clutch, you got Magic School Bus. You got Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and I got Cat Dog.
Okay, I might need to redo one, but
Yeah, that's what I was doing earlier. I
this
had to update this shit.
this one is another cartoon that's beautiful,
Mm.
like top tier, probably the best animated superhero cartoon that ever existed, bro. This shit dealt with racial shits all the time. It dealt
Mhm.
with relationships. It dealt
You
with
said superhero. That
fidelity.
might be on my list, depending on what it is.
Yeah. And I said most of our I did bring up the fact that most of us probably have some doubles, like
Mhm. Oh
something that
yeah,
we all
once the
put on our
top
list.
3 is, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we're gonna have the same shit.
But yeah, this cartoon though, bro, this shit is cold. I remember my dad used to be hyped to see this shit when it comes
Mm.
on new episodes and shit. And to this day, I remember the themes.
Oh
Hey,
man, bro,
yeah, S
that's my number
man,
3.
S man, fuck
That's my
yeah,
number 3,
Yeah,
though.
bro. The best
legendary.
superhero cartoon of all time, bro. Like,
I
old
respect
I'm gonna
that.
say,
school,
yeah, that intro was fucking hype, Joe. That
Yes,
intro, that
super
dun
dope
dun dun
yes,
dun
intro,
dun
bro.
dun 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 dun. Yeah, Joe.
Bro,
yes. I fucks
dope.
with that.
Dope,
That shit was
dope.
hype.
Everything about that show was dope. That's the first time I learned about Omega Red because I
Yep,
didn't
Nah,
know who
everything
Omega
about
yep.
that
Red
show was
was for a
Wolverine,
long
bro.
time.
Wolverine was kind of nerfed. Wolverine was
Yeah,
super
Wolverine was
nerfed in
kind of
that
a bitch
shit.
in that shit, but like
Yeah.
he got bodied a lot, bro. Wolverine was the Vegeta and
Yeah,
Vegeta in the fight.
Wolverine, I don't like how they
Vegeta
portrayed him,
X
bro.
Men, bro.
In the
Like
fight,
everybody fucks with him, but like you knew he was cold, but
but
Yeah,
he
because he
getting
talked a
his
lot of
ass
he was
whooped.
shit.
always number 2, bro.
He talked a
Like
lot of shit, but he always got his ass whooped, bro.
always,
Like how? And
always.
then I mean, he always popped his claws, but he never used them. Like whenever he would go to punch
I'll be right
people,
back.
he punched them. But only time he used them was against like sentinels and shit. You know what
Sentinels.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the only time
If
he
it was
would really
regular
use it.
people, he punched, and then they'd swat his ass away. And he,
Wolverine was a top tier threatening motherfucker. He would he'll pop him out like and he like rub them together and shit. Like you better do what I asked you to
hmm
do, bub, or it's
right,
gonna
he
be
talked
some
all that shit.
problems. Like, bro, what are
Yeah,
you gonna do with those
Wolverine.
knives? He was a bitch in X Men, bro. Like, I don't think I like Wolverine until like the Logan movies and shit, like the origin of Logan and
Yeah,
stuff
like
like
the
that.
movies.
And the
Yeah,
comic books, actually, I like Wolverine way better in the comic books. Like,
yeah, because
he
in
was
the show
pretty dope.
he was simping for Jean way too fucking hard. I mean, I
That's
know
why I
there's elements
said
of that in the comics too, but in the show, I don't know, the Wolverine was like a different character in the show,
he was
though.
a bitch. He was a
But
fuck
everybody
boy.
loved him. He was the bad guy because he talked all this shit. Like Wolverine talked so much shit in that show, and people would just let him have it. They'd be like, "Man, okay, Joe, you got it."
He was
You know what I'm
literally
saying?
the
But when it was time to throw hands, he got bodied a lot. I don't even think
all the
people
time,
remember how much he got bodied, bro.
all the time, bro. Like I remember Magneto used to just poof,
Right,
get
just
your
smack his
ass,
ass, like
get
nigga.
your ass out of here. He'd be unconscious for the rest of the episode and shit. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and Magneto was a beast in that shit too.
Or this man Wolverine will be floating in water. This man got bones made of animadium, but he's floating in water. How does that make
Mhm.
that made no sense.
It don't make any sense at all. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, Wolverine was a bitch. Like
I was like,
that's
yeah,
why I
and
said
Omega
X
Red, yeah,
Men,
Omega Red was a major threat in that shit.
Omega
And like
Red
they
was
made
fucking
Omega
top
Red like
tier.
fucking final boss and shit in that damn
Yeah,
show. You
that's
know?
what I said, man. X Men had everything. They had racial tension. They had the infidelity with Wolverine and Jean Grey. Wolverine
Hmm.
clearly knows Cyclops and her are together.
Right?
He's
Hell
like,
yeah,
man,
he would
fuck
touch her
that
face and
shit.
shit, and she'd be like,
He ain't
"I
trying to
got a
hear
feeling."
nothing. Trying to hear
He
none
ain't
of
trying
that.
to hear none of
Yeah, he
that.
was
He's
None of
like,
sending
I
that
he was
want
shit.
sending
you.
hard as fuck for Jane, bro. I didn't
I
like
want
that
you,
shit.
Jamie.
I didn't like that shit. I'm
He
like,
was a
bro,
shrimp for G, yo.
Yeah,
he was, man.
yeah. Wolverine was
Fucking
literally
Apocalypse was
our
the
height.
goat.
Like me and
I
Larry
say
height and shit.
Apocalypse was the goat in that shit. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, that's my number 3, Joe.
Yeah. X-Men, yeah, that hit. That was like the best episodes ever. I was in love with Gambit. I thought Gambit
Yes,
was cool as
Gambit
fuck
was
Yeah,
my
back
Gambit
then.
was
favorite.
the coolest
Like,
nigga in
It
that
was my
shit.
favorite
And he
cool
wasn't
one.
even
as
my
fuck.
favorite X-Men character, but he was
Yeah, man.
probably the coolest nigga in the show.
Like
Mhm.
literally, he could touch anything and make it kinetically charged with energy and
Mhm.
explode.
Mhm.
Anything.
Right.
That's
Like he could
insane.
throw a penny and it'll boom. You know what I mean? Like,
Making
bro,
everything combust.
I was saying
bro,
he threw playing cards, bro. This nigga
That
bro.
was
made
a
playing
signature,
cards
yeah.
famous.
And it's
Yep.
a meta
Right.
where he could like touch a building and make the whole building like kinetically charged, bro. I seen some like
Detonate.
what if shit before.
Yeah,
Like,
shit, detonate.
yeah, cold, bro. Like,
Yeah, Gambit was that
Gambit is
dude. Yeah.
literally dang. He can you imagine a god tier Gambit like he touched the earth and shit?
And he just blows up
You
And
know
just
the
like
what?
earth
that.
I think if he became an
just
Omega level
kinetically
mutant, he
charge a whole
probably could.
city and shit.
Hmm.
And
Huh?
I think he probably could if he was an Omega level mutant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I don't know if Emma Frost was ever in that show, but she has the ability to like to read people's like power levels and shit and gauge like where they could be. You know, she in the comics, I don't want to segue too much and talk about it too much, but in the comics, she said that Jubilee is a potential mega level mutant because what she's doing, she's like she's basically plant like the shit that you know the fireworks that she shoots. Apparently, that's coming from she's detonating some type of matter on a very small scale. But there was like if she ever like
Molecular level.
focused that, she can pretty much be shooting nuclear bombs from nothing. Like
There's
she can
little mini
pretty
Big
much.
Bangs. I thought they said it was like mini Big Bangs. Like,
Yeah, but she's doing it on a super like
yeah,
subatomic level.
yeah,
But Emma Frost was like, bro, if she ever learned how to harness that shit and like master her
bro,
abilities, she could destroy whole planets and shit if she wanted to.
easily.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But she
That's
only
insane.
just now became a mutant, like at her age, like as young as she is, she only like her mutant powers just manifested. And that's why she's super weak. So and I'm like, when they established that, I was like, why do people sleep on I mean, I know why they sleep on her because in the cartoon
He's a
Jubilee was
jobber.
fodder. Like, you
He's a
know, she was
jobber.
useless.
Hotter as
She would
fuck,
shoot
bro.
fucking fireworks at the Sentinels
Fireworks.
and it would bounce off them, and they look at each
She
other
shoot
like,
flares and shit.
bro, you know.
Send help.
So that show made her like super weak. But yeah, Emma Frost was like, bro, if she ever fucking like mastered her powers, she can destroy whole ass planets. I'm like, bro,
They
brand new
need
respect for Jubilee,
they
bro.
need to remake her.
You know what I'm saying?
They should remake her because she was god tier dog shit in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she
Yeah,
was
in the cartoon, she was ass, bro.
really bad. Like, I did not respect her at all. Even in the intro, like
Yeah.
she's in the sky, like
She did it.
it's perfect
Get your
Right.
design.
ass out of
And
here.
it's like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing here, man?
Oh my
Right.
god. God, I love
But
it.
yeah,
But that's a
X
great
Men
pick,
the
though.
animated series is my number 6,
Are we on number 6?
7.
7.
7.
Okay.
Yeah. We on number 6. Number 6. Yeah,
Are we
my
on number
bad.
6?
Oh, yo, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, we on number 6.
All right. So what you got, Flo?
For number 6, I got Teen Titans, the
Which
classic Teen
one?
Titans.
Respect.
When there's trouble, you
The one
know
we know
who to
about.
call.
Lady Ragin!
Something, something.
That was the shit.
I can't take
I don't know the fucking lyrics to that
I
shit.
can't take that
When
seriously,
there's
yo.
evil on the attack. But that's that shit though, bro.
That
Like
was the
it's the
shit.
first
My son
that's
used
the
to love
first
that cartoon.
I remember when we were shorties and we didn't know no better. We always thought that Deathstroke was fucking because they never called him Deathstroke for obvious reasons. It's a kid show. You know what I'm saying? They
Mhm,
just called him Slade. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
I remember when we thought, for some fucking reason, we all thought that Slade was Batman. I don't know if y'all remember that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that
Yeah, he had
theory.
like a super rivalry with
Yeah.
Robin. I'm like, bro, I'm like, this got to be Batman because like he's the only person that can fight as well as Robin and shit, but better. You know what I'm saying? And Slade would take on the whole team and pretty much win, and they all got powers and shit. So I remember Slade being like, I remember at least thinking that Slade was an evil Batman back in the day. You know,
Hmm,
but
hmm.
but yeah, I ain't gonna hold us up too long because I gotta go to work in the morning. So
I
that's
feel
my
you.
number 6 with
Oh yeah, I see the
Teen
tab.
Titans.
Forgot.
Number 6. Uh,
Teen Titans.
my number 6. You probably gonna judge me for this, but there's like one. When I thought about Cat Dog, I think about War Cartoon that kind of stuck with me, and I wound up watching this with my sister a lot because she loves it. So I wanna got attached to it by default or whatever. This cartoon is, uh, it was at around this time when I was watching this, I was watching shows like the Bond movies and shit like that, or Mission Impossible, all those secret agent movies and cartoons and shit like that.
I already know what you finna say, bro. You better
So
not say Kim Possible, bro.
yes,
This
Kim Possible.
nigga.
Number
Oh
6
no,
is
bro.
Kim Possible. I had legit had a crush on Kim and that fucking villain that kind of looks
It
like
was
Kim in a
kind of
way.
hot.
In
Dude,
a
I
way,
never watched.
Hot.
I never watched Kim Possible. I always thought that was for girls.
it's not really, but
I never
I
watched
never
it
watched that
either,
shit.
but
but
I know a lot of people that watch Kim Possible. To be honest, that was
it's
some Disney shit, right?
I think it's
I think that was a
it
Disney
was
show.
Disney. It was Disney. Yeah, it's one of those shows that I watch with my sister because at the time, me and her used to always argue on who gets to watch what and shit like that. And usually, most of the time, she always win. Mom, our moms always want to get her the power to watch her shows and shit like that. So yeah, Kim Possible is
Mhm.
one of those shows that I was forced to watch. And over the years, I got kind of accustomed to it, kind of to the point of just tolerating it.
Oh, so
But
yeah, it probably grew on you and shit because you ain't had no choice.
pretty much,
I'll be honest. For me, if that's so Raven, I didn't care. I thought that was a girl show, but my sisters got me watching that shit. I'm like, hold on, Joe. What's like reminiscent of Raven that got nine shit? You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Mine was
So I get it. I
sister.
feel you. Like I felt that way about that So Raven show, bro. It happens. Like your sister's watching that shit, and you just like, bro, you find yourself watching it, and before you know it, you and her watching
You're
it with
right.
her.
You be
Hey,
on your
man,
edge of the seat, like,
another
hold
episode
on.
coming on.
All right.
Yeah, I was like that with sister because my mom used to
Mm.
watch that shit a
Oh
lot.
yeah, my mom. Yep.
Thumbs up,
Yeah,
thumbs up.
Joe, I
Man,
My
love
that
some
was
mom,
sister.
my mom loved
yeah.
that show as well. Fuck it. So that's all I can say about Kim Possible, other than the fact that the villain was fucking fine as fuck.
Uh,
So, so all right. Now we get into the top 5. Man,
All
now
right,
we get
top
into
five.
the good stuff. Now I'm kind of curious about Flo's list because the fact that he put Superman and Batman in the lower tiers. So I kind of curious to see what shows cartoons are possibly better
yeah, I'm curious
than
too.
Superman and Batman Adventures.
I don't
So
know. Y'all might not know
so
these if y'all up on y'all superhero shit. I don't know if y'all gonna know these, but yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. All right, Clutch, what you got for us? Kick us off with the number 5 of your
All right,
favorite,
number 5.
the top 5.
Let me pick wisely. All right, I'm gonna delete this one because we already brought it up low key, and I'm pretty sure this is an honorable mention. Uh, let me see. I think this is on Flow list, so I kind of don't want to use this one because he's been on some superhero shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna save this for last at least. All right, I'll go with this one. So, first of all, this cartoon would not fly nowadays. Like this shit, it is way
I
too
already
woke for
know.
people nowadays. Like this guy would literally be in prison right now for doing the shit he did in the car.
Oh shit.
I mean, this is
Uh,
not an adult show like Simpsons or nothing, right? Like this is
nah, it's a
childhood shit.
cartoon. It's a cartoon. Everybody knows this one, and it made me almost have the confidence to talk to women, but
Oh,
because he
I
was
already
so
know who you're
confident,
talking about, bro.
bruh.
Let me
He
guess.
deserves to
Yellow
be in
hair, black
jail.
glasses. Thank you.
Johnny
Thank you very much.
Bravo, bro.
That's all I knew
Yeah,
you gonna say that. Johnny
Johnny
fucking
Bravo,
I
Bravo.
knew.
bro. Like
I knew that's what
the
you was gonna say.
first,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
literally the first Mac
Bro.
of cartoons, bro. Like the
I
first
mean, but that nigga,
player.
he never got no Toto though, did he?
He never got anything, but
I'm about
like,
to say, like every time I seen him, every time he shot his shot, they always shot him down, bro.
yeah,
Someone
it was
even
like
say, "Whoop his
automatic
ass!"
rejection,
Like,
though.
but
Automatic
that never stopped
rejection.
him.
It
That
never
never
the
stopped him from trying to get
confidence,
it, bro.
bro. Like he was determined to get some, bro. And
Persistent. That's key, yo.
I think an episode or
Yeah,
two, he might have got lucky at the end or some shit. They show him walking off with a woman or something. But
right. You
most of
probably
the
look at the
time,
camera, then it go to that circle thing.
yeah, most of the time
Right,
he's getting rejected. He's getting slapped. A lot of times he would straight up just grab him like, "Hey, baby, hey,
right.
baby, come here. Why don't you come with me tonight in my hotel?" You know what I'm
I'm
saying? He was
saying,
like,
no, Johnny Bravo was definitely not for kids. Well, it should. Well, then again, not for modern kids. You know what I'm saying?
"No."
Because
Mm-hmm.
these modern kids are built different, bro.
He
They
was like the
different.
first Quagmire
Hella,
and shit.
hella
He
bit
was
different.
He was literally the first Quagmire. Like he was on
Yo,
it, bro.
facts.
He
Mind
was
you,
on it.
well, mind you, back then, this was back when we was being suggested that, when it comes to courting girls and shit like that, we was
Yeah.
taught that whenever a girl rejects you, you got to be persistent. You got to keep being
Yeah, they teaching us
persistent.
that simple bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah, girls like
but
Physical
persistence
contact
and
was very
consistency. Like, nah, bro. You
the
say no to
yeah.
me, I'm moving on to your friend or some shit.
right,
It
You
was a
already
lot
said
of
right,
no.
grabbing him by the arm and
right.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I ain't doing
That
all
shit
that
was
shit.
actually encouraged back then, but now we can't do
yeah.
none of that shit.
A lot
Yeah,
of
you can't do
physical
none of that shit. You can't
contact.
even say hi to a girl without like some
Yep.
kind of
Help!
bullshit. Me too.
Help!
Yep. Honestly, I have to say shit on like if I'm gonna talk to a female, it's on social media. Now you can read everything I said to your ass. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
Pretty
You can read
much.
But
everything
yeah,
I said, bro.
but back then, yeah,
You know,
you was
talking to
actually.
females on the street, that shit dead.
Mhm.
Bruh.
Nope.
Back then it was a different story.
It was
I
different
don't
Yeah,
story.
know.
back then
Like,
you had to shoot your shot. That you had to be confident. And if you wasn't confident, you wasn't getting shit back then.
Oh
You know
yeah.
yeah,
what I'm saying?
we just had to do
Yeah.
that shit.
Johnny Bravo is my number 5 for sure. That show was nostalgic for me, bro.
Hmm.
It used to just crack me up, bro, because he was just so fucking confident and
Yeah,
just
when he was
failed
aggressive as
all
fuck
the
too,
time.
bro.
And
He
aggressive
was
as fuck
aggressive.
too.
They say no, and this nigga would still like,
Still
bro.
going, still going,
He
yo.
would still try
They
to
Persistent.
kiss
snap him, they
him.
kick him, they beat his ass, and this nigga would be like, oh, like them when they're feisty, and I was like, nigga,
Yeah.
relax,
That's
bro.
why I said that cartoon would never fly nowadays. You
Never.
that shit will get no play around here at all. Like, that no way. There's no way. Like
Yeah, that shit wouldn't survive in today's era.
That's
Hell
yeah,
no.
insane.
that's my
Okay.
number 5. I gotta go to bed
All
though.
right.
All
Flo,
right.
what you got? What's your number 5?
All right, my number 5, I don't know if y'all heard of this because it came out probably like maybe 2015, 2016, and
Hmm.
that's Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, I heard of it. I heard of it. Never watched it.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
I heard of it, but I did not watch it because that was during that
Now,
decade I stopped watching TV. So I don't
and
know
what I
shit
like
about the
about that
cartoon.
version of Spider-Man, honestly, what I like about that version of Spider-Man is it put me on a lot of like villains. Plus, before Marvel even had the rights to like the Fantastic Four,
Hmm.
Wolverine, those characters still made cameos in the show. So I was like, I wonder how they did that because at the time Marvel didn't own rights to Wolverine because Wolverine got an episode where
Mm-hmm.
he and Spider-Man swap, like both
Mm-hmm.
of them they body swap. They happened in the comics too, but they
Mm-hmm.
did it in the show. And I was like, how the fuck did they do that if at the time Fox owned Wolverine? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They had an episode with the Fantastic Four, well, not the Fantastic Four, all of them. I think only Ben Grimm was in the episode. Him and fucking Hulk would just fucking beat each other ass. You know what I'm saying? They
What
had
was
like a
that?
friendly rivalry, which also was in the comics. But in the show, they had like a friendly rivalry where they just fight each other. And when they would
Mm-hmm.
fight each other, they caused a lot of collateral damage. And of course, the Avengers would have to come and stop the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? So it was
Mm-hmm.
one of those things. That's why I like most about it. But Spider-Man was super goofy in that shit. And that's what I didn't like about it. You
What
know
you
what I'm
talking
saying?
about? My bad.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Uh, Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't know if
Ultimate.
y'all ever watched it. It came
I
out, I
haven't
think,
watched
in
it.
either
I did heard
2015
of
or
it.
2016.
I did
It
heard
does
of it
sound
though.
familiar.
But it had a lot of people. I think Venom and Carnage was in it. Well, pretty much all the Spider-Man's Venom was in it.
Makes
But
sense.
it had a bunch of like people that made surprisingly cameos. Like I said, Wolverine was in it. The Thing was in it. Doctor Doom was a villain in it a couple times. I was like,
Mhm.
Joe, I kind of fuck with this shit.
Oh,
And
I
and, and
remember this
they're not
one.
even supposed to be Marvel properties yet. Well, they were, but I think Fox owned those characters. So the fact that they made cameos in the cartoon, I was like, Joe, I fucks with this shit. So yeah,
Yeah.
It didn't
Ultimate
last too
Spider-Man is my
long,
number
but it was
5.
pretty cool.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
do remember this cartoon, but it didn't last long. I think that shit had like
Yeah,
2 seasons, maybe.
Hmm.
yeah, I don't think it lasted that long. A lot of people didn't like it because it was like
It
Spider-Man
was
is like he's not really Spider-Man.
skinny.
It's
Yeah,
too wacky. It's too for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah.
super super kid friendly and shit.
It was very kid friendly.
Yeah. Like, you like Spider-Man, everybody was out of character. Like Luke Cage is a fucking like a 17-year-old. Iron Fist is like they're all teenagers in school together.
Oh,
Like
I remember
what
that
the fuck?
that Spider-Man.
It's weird, Joe.
I
It's a weird
remember that.
cartoon.
I remember.
Yeah, it's a weird ass cartoon, but it's enjoyable if you just turn your brain off and just watch it. It's a damn good cartoon. But if you put any thought into it, it's like, bro, this shit dumb as fuck.
Maybe it's just for the newer generation that get into it. Probably not meant for us.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that was past our era. It
Yeah,
was
it is.
like
yeah, it's
that's
more
like
modern.
that's like when Yu-Gi-Oh started dropping all the weird seasons and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yu-Gi-Oh GX and
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't here for none of
Pokemon
that.
Johto. I think after Pokemon Johto, I was just like,
Yeah, same with me. After the Johto era, I was done.
yeah, I'm
Really?
cool.
It was at the Master
Yep.
I didn't
Quest.
watch.
It was at the Master Quest.
Yeah.
I stuck around a little bit longer, but it's at the Master. I don't think I watched the
Right.
whole season.
Oh, it was just too many fucking Pokemon at that point, bro.
Because at that point, that's where they slow down on using Ash as a character on it. That's all. Yep, I'm tuning out. And then they eventually brought him back, but he looks different. But I mean, no,
Yeah, I'm about to
Completely
say, I see
different.
Modern Ash. Modern Ash does not look or sound like Ash.
No. I think that actor must have
Like,
I mean, that actor
Must
has
have
to be rich
retired.
as fuck by now.
I'll say that's close to 30 years ago, Joe.
yeah, he's had to be
Almost.
old.
The actor, yeah, I would say the actor, yeah.
It's a female.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
a female. She has to be in her like 50s or some shit by now. Like,
at the earliest.
Probably.
yeah, like she's up there. Has to be.
All right, so number 5. All right, so number 5 for me, I had to get rid of this cartoon because this originally was number 5 till one of y'all mentioned a cartoon. Even though I shouldn't, I did have some backups. But I'm gonna give this one an honorable mention. This was originally number 5, but I don't know if you guys remember. This show was from Fox, one of those Fox cartoons originally. This is during the early eras, or not even the early eras, like a mid era. This is during the time of Power Rangers. Not
The 90s?
not Beetleborgs. Not Beetleborgs. It was afterwards. But it didn't.
Is it the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or one of the other?
No, it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers era. It's during the 90s. It's at the same time era. It's just that it's old, but it's not that old. It's not Beetleborgs old. Because you remember on Fox cartoon lineup list, it used to be one set of shows, and then they switched certain shows out, and then
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that, and then they did it again, and they did it probably 2 more times, and then they just stopped altogether. But I would say somewhere on that third wave of lineup of cartoons, it's like mid, because this cartoon right here did not last pretty long, and it's pretty forgettable because of it. But I do remember this cartoon because of the song. But this this cartoon is called. It's an honorable mention. Space Goops. You guys remember Space Goops?
Space boobs?
Space Goofs.
Goofs?
If y'all
No,
if y'all look it up and listen to the theme song, you probably will remember. Because that was one of the cartoons that used to be on the Fox Kids.
Space Goofs.
Space Goofs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember this shit. Yeah, I remember this.
5 something
But
something.
vaguely, I remember nothing about it. I just
Space.
remember the art style of this
Yep.
cartoon.
That's same. That's all I remember. I remember the art style of it and Space Goofs. No, not Space Goofs. Space Goofs as a goo with an F. Goofs. It's my
Yeah.
accent.
G-O-O-F-F.
But yeah, I remember the theme song for it. It wasn't even it was some 5 something going
fuck
right
is this?
through space. The spaceship broke something. Because basically they start off in space and suddenly they ran to an asteroid and they drifted off to Earth and they crashed into some random lawn or whatever, and they got spotted by humans or whatever. So the humans got scared and they got scared too. So they started rushing to the nearest house, which is some so happened to be a haunted house or whatever, and they've been living there ever since. Basically,
I remember that when you started singing the chorus, the intro. I remember that vaguely.
We like
Mhm.
monsters. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that theme
intro.
song for some reason.
That's
It's
the
coming to
only
me,
thing.
but I don't remember liking the show. I remember nothing about
it
the
wasn't
show
a
at
good. It
all.
wasn't. It was okay show. I'm not gonna totally shit on it. It was an okay show, but it's not my choice. I mean, it's not like my go-to show to watch.
I remember
In
the
fact,
little purple monster. I don't remember any of them else.
I remember the tall
I
skinny
said,
one.
I remember that cartoon, but I don't remember none of the episodes. And I remember that intro. That
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
something.
I remember.
Spaceship. I remember that shit vaguely.
Yes.
But yeah, that's it though. You know what I'm saying?
Same. Like I said, I don't remember not one single episode, but I do remember the artwork and the fucking the theme song because it was pretty catchy. But instead I replaced it with my new number 5 is Shaolin Monks.
Shaolin Monks?
Shaolin Monks. Oh no,
Who's
no.
that?
Is that am I
Jackie
pronouncing?
Chan?
No. Is it
Oh,
Shaolin
Shaolin
Monks?
Showdown.
Shaolin Showdown. Yeah, my bad.
Okay,
bad.
Shaolin Showdown, yeah.
Yeah, Shaolin Showdown. That's what I
That
think it is.
shit was heat, yo.
Yes.
Shaolin Showdown was that shit.
Showdowns.
Shout out to
Yes.
Omi, Joe. Omi was the fucking GOAT.
Yes.
Omi and that fucking dragon, Joe.
Those are the other legendary warriors
I always remember that
they control different elemental abilities as well. One control fire, one control earth, one control wind.
I think Omi controlled water.
Yeah, water. There you go. Only control water, yo. Because they actually do the whole cutscene and say the elemental water, and the water just bursts over everywhere.
I was saying, yeah, Joe. Shaolin Showdown, that was that shit, yo.
I remember this cartoon. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Shaolin Showdown, man. I
remember that kid. He used to remind me of Krillin.
Yep, Krillin. Yep, that's what he reminded me of too. and then when they basically go around looking for different talisman and shit, and alongside a kid villain or whatever. And whenever they found that one talisman, and if both of them touch at the exact same time, it automatically triggered a duel between the two, where they come up with some kind of random challenge and shit for both of them to overcome to beat each other over and shit like that. And whoever wins basically get the talisman.
Yes, if I remember right, I think nobody could fuck with Omi. I think Omi was like the GOAT.
He was a king of plot armor on that shit.
I'm about to say, even when against the villain, see, like if it came to a one-on-one fight, Omi was gonna whoop ass. You know what I'm saying? It was when they used powers and shit where Omi was, defeated some of the times. When it came to like fighting and shit like that, Omi was the fucking goat, yo. And shout
Yeah.
out to you said Mushu the dragon.
Mushu the dragon. Yep. I
Oh yeah, the
remember him.
Man,
dragon.
that dragon, bro. Oh
Yeah,
my
that
god.
one. Oh yeah, we was talking about this earlier, Clutch. I don't know if you remember that one episode where the dragon was kind of. I think he had some kind of an itch. I don't know if he had some kind of rash or he had some kind of a fever dealing with some kind of talisman or whatever. But he was tweaking out or whatever. So if I remember right, later on he started growing like another head that looks like him, but it was an evil one. And for some reason, that evil one is having an influence over him. So he decided to get on bullshit with everybody else except for Oni. And I guess he somehow imprisoned Oni or some shit like that. And then as he got bigger, you know, he basically turned into a dragon or whatever. But already. No, as he I remember Oni was locked up in some kind of cage, and you hear the dragon saying, sorry for something, but we sensing a new woo. But don't worry, we'll be back for some stir fire Omi." And as he said it, he immediately fucking disappeared in 0.5 seconds, Joe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the when you say that shit, he dipped in 0.5 seconds. That was some of the most funniest shit. Yeah, that's some of the most funniest shit I've ever seen.
Nah, that shit was terrifying too, though.
Yeah, he was scary as fuck.
Because he's usually a good guy. You
Yeah,
know
he's usually
but to hear him say some shit like that, it's like, bro.
Like, this man's on demon time, show.
Right. He was on straight bullshit.
All right,
Damn,
so
that was a good pick, man. I forgot all about
Yes.
I
that.
was about to say, yeah.
That
That
was-
throwdown.
That was a cool fucking cartoon when I was a kid, man.
yes, yo.
Because I always wanted to have powers growing up, so that was definitely.
The elemental powers. Yes,
Yeah.
that was the shit.
I even remember the little mask, ghost villain thing. Wasn't the villain like a?
Oh yeah,
mask?
it was a mask. It was a mask ghost.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a ghost with a mask or some shit.
Mm-hmm. I remember now. But yeah, did she manifest? Did she became a human thing at one episode?
Like a humanoid type of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it regained his body one episode, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, I love that cartoon.
That was a good pick.
All right,
That was a damn good pick.
number fucking. Are we going
Four?
up the? We're going up the.
Yeah, I think that's
Climbing
number
the
4.
ladder. So
Yeah.
we know
All
number
right.
4.
We're
'cause I
gonna
know.
speed this.
Yeah, I know we got time. We got running out of time. So let's go ahead and do this. Clutch, what you got for us for number 4?
Number 4, I'm gonna go with Real Monsters. It's
I knew you gonna pick that
Remember Real
eventually.
Monsters?
Eventually, I knew you gonna pick
bro.
it.
I said one of the monsters had his
Had
eyeballs.
the eyeballs,
his
holding their
hand.
eyeballs up. Looks like a nutsack holding their eyeballs up. Like
Yeah, I remember that.
And the
fucking
black and
cartoon.
white.
I like that show.
Yep, and the black and white
Yeah.
straw-like character.
Yeah, a little black and white candy cane shaped fucking snake thing or whatever the fuck it was.
She was a playable character on that on that Nickelodeon All Stars.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah.
If I remember, she's
That
OP.
makes sense. Weren't
Yeah.
those monsters weren't they like bitch made? They was scared of everything.
I can't remember.
Yeah, they were. They were like the grunts out of all the real scary monsters.
Oh,
They had
Mhm.
they had different tiers of, scary monsters and shit. And
Right.
that group was fucking fodder as fuck most of the
I'm
time.
sad. I
like,
don't know. I could never get into. I remember that show for sure, but I don't remember. Like I never
fucking love
liked
that
it.
show. That show
I
was
never
fun
cared
as
for that
shit.
show.
It was like one of those shows that, like, if it came on, I'll watch it. But if something else better was on, I'll watch that
Right.
something else.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that was
Like-
definitely that kind of show. Cause I never liked the Little Monsters or something like that. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
It's Little Monsters, right?
It's called Real Monsters, like you screaming.
Real Monsters.
Real
Okay.
Monsters. Yeah, it was fucking
Yeah,
dope.
I
liked
remember
it,
that
though.
show.
I like the
And
artwork
I
on
think
it.
I think that was a Nickelodeon show, right?
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
That show was dope. I liked it.
Yeah, it was definitely
definitely a childhood nostalgia show that not a lot of people remember, but if they do remember it, they like, oh yeah, that
Mhm.
nutsack that held the
Yeah, I
eyeballs.
would say the
They're
monster
like,
that held the eyeballs. He's like the only one I remember.
pretty
That one and
much.
the candy cane one, like you said.
Yeah, I
There
remember
was
the
Those
candy
are the
another
cane
main
one.
one.
two I remember.
There was like a little. There was a bunch of weird creatures in it. They had the little red.
I always
He
thought
was
that
like,
was I always thought that was an apple
I
for
don't know
some
what the
reason.
fuck he was really. Like he was
Yeah.
a rabbit, like a red rabbit or something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the red rabbit with the blue or purple ass lips.
Yeah, big ass purple mouth and shit.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that weird ass character.
When he gets mad, he turns into this big scary monster or some
Yep.
shit like that. Yeah, it was a
I
cool
remember that
cartoon.
Damn, man.
character. Okay,
That was
okay.
that's my number 4
That was a
for
wonderful pick.
top 10. Definitely nostalgia right there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What you got, bro?
My number four. My number four. I don't know if y'all know this one. Avengers Assemble. It takes place
I
in the
remember
same
that one.
universe with Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I
I
remember
remember.
Avengers Assemble. Yeah, that
I
was the
definitely
shit.
remember. I definitely remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a better cartoon at the time. Even though I'm not into Avengers specifically at the time. That was one of the early cartoons. We
Yeah,
left
it
that.
takes place in the same universe with Ultimate Spider-Man. So whenever
Hmm.
Ultimate Spider-Man makes an appearance or a cameo in the Avengers
Avengers.
Assemble, it's the
It's from
same
them.
character, the same voice actor,
Same design.
same all that shit. And actually, in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, the Avengers from Avengers Assemble make their cameos. So again, it's the same universe, so
Mhm.
it just they focus on the different characters.
That's what's
So
up.
I'm not gonna push it too much, but yeah, that's my number four.
Hey, what's up? Oh man, y'all would probably be surprised with this one. The number 4 is one of those cartoons that I don't think it lasts as long as I thought it would be, but it did have some decent airtime. I mean, watch time. A decent amount of scenes. The Mask.
oh yeah. I was gonna add that
Man.
on my list.
The
Yeah, they made a
Mask.
cartoon. I
I
forgot they
didn't
made
think
a
a lot of
cartoon of
people
the
knew
mask.
about that cartoon. That's why I didn't put it on my list. I was like, yeah,
Yes.
that was cool as shit, man. Like,
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember it.
The fucking
I
legendary.
remember the mask voice actor sounded way more aggressive than Jim Carrey, yo.
way more aggressive.
I'm
yeah, he
like,
was
bro.
like super aggressive. That's for sure.
I don't remember any particular episodes because it's been so long. It's so fucking long.
Yeah.
But I do remember watching
No,
that
but I
show.
definitely remember the mask.
I definitely remember watching that show in the mornings faithfully, alongside Beast Wars and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit didn't
Beast
last
Wars
that long
was
though. I
shit.
think it only did like one season, maybe two.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Maybe,
one
yeah.
or two
That
seasons
show
at
didn't
best.
last that long.
Right, that's what I said. Like it didn't last longer than I kind of hoped for, but it was one of those cartoons that cycle in and out from the morning cartoons and shit. So yeah, The Mask for me. All right,
That was a good pick.
so now we
Number
get into
three.
the meat of the fucking plate of the meat and potatoes of the dish. The top 3.
Top 3.
With number 3, Clutch, take it away.
I already know my number 1, but damn, this is gonna be hard, man.
Well, our number
How about
ones would be the same. We'll find
honorable
out soon.
mention. I'll do honorable mention because I think we all got one. Spider-Man, the animated series, like
Damn, that's my number
Yes.
2. That was my number 2, Joe.
beautiful.
It's not on my
But-
list, but because I did say I
Definitely.
took out all the Marvel and DC cartoons.
I just knew it was gonna. I knew it was gonna be on Flo list. That's why I was like, "Fuck,
Yep.
I don't want to."
Yeah, it
I
would
don't want
definitely be
to.
on my
He's been
list.
going down the superhero route and shit, so I'm like, he's definitely gonna say Spider-Man. But
That's my number 2, Joe.
my
right.
number my number 3 is gonna be Doug, bro.
Yes, Doug. That's another show I watched growing up.
Hey, Doug is that shit.
Bro, his best friend name was Skeeter.
Skeeter, yeah.
And he
I
was
remember.
Skeeter, bro. Like, what?
Skeeter.
He used to be like,
He was a
ha
black
ha,
dude,
or
but he
some
was
shit like
blue.
that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he used to make weird sounds all the time, like he's a beatboxer and shit. Like Skeeter. And he
Actually,
was obviously black because he was the only
Mhm.
blue character
Yep.
in the whole
Right.
cartoon.
Besides
Oh,
the jock who is green, which is basically
yeah,
a green counterpart of Doug.
I wasn't saying. I remember the doctor was yeah. Why was he green? Like what the fuck? He had like a
yeah,
bunny
For
and,
ass
no reason.
nose and shit.
and Patty Mayonnaise was black too,
Oh
though.
yeah,
Like
I
Patty,
forgot about Patty.
yeah. I mean,
But
Doug
she
was
was
dope,
regular black
man.
though. She was
Like
actually she was actually black.
Yeah,
And
she
Doug
was.
had jungle fever for her ass.
he did, he did.
He wanted to fuck the shit out that girl.
I mean, Doug was that era where we started dealing with females and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Like
Early teenage. Yeah.
first started experiencing with female relationships and shit.
Early
And you
Yeah.
watch
teenage, yo.
Doug, and Doug is kind of going through the same shit. Well, Doug was a bitch.
Mhm.
Like he
Yeah.
dressed like a superhero, like Quail Man.
Quail, man. I
Like
Yeah,
forgot about
he
that.
had his actual underwear outside of his
Yep.
clothes.
yeah, he wore
Yep.
like tidy whities outside his pants, and
Quail,
I
And he
man.
was
think he
dead
put his
ass. He
belt
didn't even have
around
a
his head
costume.
or some shit. Like he was
I
so corny,
remember.
bro.
I remember this.
Like
Classic.
Doug as a character was fucking corny as fuck, but like the overall TV show
No, the
was
show was the shit. Now
the
Doug was
shit.
that shit.
It was
I
this.
almost
Yeah.
put Doug in my show. I ain't gonna lie, but I went to the superhero
Doug was
route
the
because I
shit,
wasn't
man.
sure if
It
y'all was
had
gonna, you
great
know what I'm saying?
episodes. Great
Doug was that
episodes.
shit.
Yep, that's my number
Okay.
3,
Doug.
man.
Okay. Doug in the top 3. Holy shit. Let's go. All
Okay.
right, what you got,
So,
Flo?
well, my number 3, Clutch already said it, is X-Men, the animated series. So I'm gonna have to replace that. I don't know if we're still doing like the anime thing. I replaced it with Pokemon, the original Pokemon.
Yeah, that's a soft.
Is that
That's a soft anime, so
that
it
fair?
counts.
Yeah,
It
that's
counts.
all bad,
It's a
man.
soft anime. It's not a hardcore anime like Bleach and fucking what's space.
Yeah.
Like
Pokemon.
Gundam and all that shit?
Yeah, Pokemon's
Okay,
good.
yeah. Yeah, okay. And
number-
again, the first 150. I'm not doing Johto
that,
and
the Indigo.
all these other.
The Indigo.
The Indigo Plateau.
Yeah.
Down that's my number 3.
Okay.
Johto.
Can't go wrong with Pokemon, yo.
Yeah,
Especially original
Pokemon.
150.
That's self-explanatory right there.
Right?
Like,
Who
Right.
needs no
fuck doesn't like
introduction?
Pokemon? Like, yeah.
Yeah, you see how long that cartoon lasted. Or
That's it.
Right.
That shit's
Pokemon
still
lasted.
going.
It's still going.
It's
That's
still
how
going,
good
going,
it
bro.
is.
They just got different actors and
It's
different
generation.
characters and yeah, Joe, that
it's a
shit's
gener-
still
Still got
going, bro.
video games at $70 fucking and shit.
Mhm.
Like,
The generational
Crazy.
game, yo. Fucking
Mhm.
legendary. All right, number 3 for me. I think this might be the only time I step foot into the Marvel universe. The Incredible Hulk. I'm talking about
The Throwback Hulk.
I'm talking about the
Dun,
cartoon.
dun, dun,
Dun,
yeah, I forgot about that
dun,
cartoon.
dun,
Oh,
dun,
shit.
the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
remember that shit.
the fucking early cartoon, the early in the morning cartoons version of the Incredible Hulk, yo. Yes.
Yep, I remember that.
That was
I remember
think,
it being a Saturday morning cartoon though.
yeah, also
That
it's Saturday.
Silver Surfer, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four.
Four,
You know
we
what I'm saying?
are the
Yeah.
four.
I remember all of
Dun,
that
dun,
shit.
dun, the Fantastic
Yeah,
Four.
bro.
Yep.
I remember all of that shit
Classic.
being like Saturday morning shit, Joe.
Oh yeah.
With the Hulk being part of it.
Hulk was a
But
part of the early. Yeah, I think it's part of the early in the morning Saturday cartoons. But yeah, I did remember the theme song of it. Like, holy shit, that shit was fucking legendary for me. All right,
I'll say yeah, I first with the Hulk.
number 2. We're almost there. We're almost home stretch.
Yeah.
So, Flo, you already
Right.
said your number 2 is. So let's start with you. What is your number 2? Both favorite cartoons again? What's your number 2?
For me?
Yeah, we started
Oh,
since you already
Clutch
mentioned it.
said, Clutch said it was an honorable mention. So since he said it's an honorable mention, I'm gonna keep it as my official. And it's Spider-Man the animated series.
Yes.
But if I had to, like, let's say he chose it, I was gonna switch it for Yu-Gi-Oh, the original. The one from
Wondering when somebody
Duamon.
was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, damn, ain't nobody gonna put Yu-Gi-Oh in that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, I'm about to say if you would have said Spider-Man was I think number 6 or 5. I forget which
like
one.
that? I don't remember.
No, you said it
But
would
yeah.
be for number 4. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I would have went with Yu-Gi-Oh. But I'm gonna go with Spider-Man animated
Spider-Man.
series is my number 2.
Yeah, that's very fair because we all grew up watching Spider. It's one of those shows that we all enjoyed. That watch it together,
Mm-hmm.
especially.
Yeah.
Another part of the mhm.
Spider-Man.
Another part of the Fox Kids.
I want
Right?
Spider-Man. I want.
Yeah, like what the fuck was he saying?
I don't understand
no.
anything.
Actually, wait. I remember what he said. He actually said spider blood, like spider
No,
blood.
he's saying radioactive. He's saying
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man.
no, it says
Spider-Man.
radioactive spider blood.
Radioactive Spider-Man. Huh?
No, it was actually spider blood, like
Spider
radioactive spider
blood?
blood. Yeah, I was watching the
I
caption
thought he
on
was
it.
saying radioactive.
Yeah,
Like
he did.
radioactive
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
no, in the beginning,
I have to listen to that
no,
shit.
in the beginning he did say that, but if you watch the second half of the theme song, it was saying spider blood, radioactive spider blood.
Okay.
That's what he
Because
said
I
at the
remember him
end.
saying like
On the second
radioactive.
part, on the on the first part, yeah, he says he said Spider Man, radioactive Spider Man, and then if you go to the, then it goes, that part,
That part.
and then after that, there's spider blood, radioactive spider blood, and etc. Yeah, because I was watching it on the clip on the they had the captions underneath and shit like that. And I saw that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Spider blood?
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know
okay.
you said radioactive.
I'm like,
I remember
okay.
hearing him say radioactive because in the beginning when it first comes on, you hear him say radioactive Spider.
Right.
You know
That's what he said.
Spider-Man. So I was like, okay, because I never understood that shit when we were little either. But I remember
Never
watching it
understood that
recently
shit.
it was on Hulu. I don't know if it's still on Hulu, but the Spider-Man
pretty sure it
animated
is.
series was on Hulu. And I remember watching that shit on Hulu. I was like,
yeah, I was geek too.
I watched all that shit.
I was geek too.
That's when I first fell in love with Venom too. Like Venom was dope.
Yes,
Fucking
100%. That's why I started.
Damn.
On that shit.
Black suit Spider-Man for the first time too. Like,
yes,
damn.
Yes.
And saying Eddie Brock was fucking huge on that shit.
Yeah, he was fucking jacked,
nigga was
bro.
pumping, bro. Like that nigga was huge.
Pumping that iron. For real. Yeah, even to this day, Venom is like my favorite Marvel character of all time.
Venom dope. Venom dope.
Damn, he's your favorite Marvel character? That says a lot, bro.
Character, not hero, not anti-hero, not villain. Character of all time.
Yeah, I fuss with Marvel heavy. I don't have a favorite Marvel character. I have a favorite hero and a favorite villain. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a character, so God damn.
That says a lot because after I became a fan of the Marvels, I realized throughout all these years, like I'd be switching in between heroes and villains and shit like that. The one constant thing I keep coming back to was Venom. And I noticed that. At first I thought it was Ghost Rider because he was second place. But it's actually Venom.
Ghost Rider, no.
The Ghost Rider was my favorite Marvel superhero, or anti-hero, but it's actually Venom. So I decided to stick with him.
Wait, so I got a question. I want to keep holding us up, but I got a question. When you say you like Venom, is it the symbiote Venom or is it Eddie Brock, or is it just the meshed character?
Well, it depends. Like if you're talking about nowadays, everything about him.
So you like the Eddie Brock component and the Venom component.
The symbiote, yeah.
And that makes them everything about them, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Because I know, when you say Venom, it could mean just the symbiote. It can mean just Eddie Brock. You know what I'm saying? Like his story. Or it's just
compared to some other characters' version of Venom and shit like that. I know what you mean. But
I say because multiple people become Venom. I don't know if you remember Flash Thompson.
Yeah,
he becomes the Venom too. So
to be honest with you, I legit thought Flash Thomas was the first Venom that I watched, but it was actually Eddie Brock. Damn.
No, so Eddie Brock. Peter Parker's coworker.
I get Eddie Brock. I get Eddie Brock and Flash Thompson messed up and shit. But yeah.
Yeah, because neither one of them like Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get them confused. That's why I asked. Like, when you say you like Venom, do you like Eddie Brock? Do you like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what component of Venom? But if it's everything about him, then hey, like again, that says a lot, yo.
Yeah. Now, after doing much extensive research, between all the characters, I realized I spent most time researching Venom. So I guess Venom is like my favorite character of all time. Like I could relate to 80, especially 80 Brock's version of it. I could relate to 80 Brock more than any. But let's not digress any further.
I'll say, I ain't gonna hold us up. I can talk about this shit all day.
So
Right.
we're on what, number 2, right?
Number-
Oh yeah.
it's on
You already
Clutch,
started.
It's on Clutch.
So Clutch, what you got for it? What's your number 2?
All right.
All right.
My number 2. I might have to go with Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, Dexter's Laboratory. Yeah, that was
That was my shit, man.
That was
Like,
that shit.
Dee Dee was a little bitch. Like, his mom was super fucking thick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo.
his mom was thick. I think he had a teacher that was thick too. That you could the mayor's like wife or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
you
the
never
mayor's
seen
wife.
her face,
The mayor was like this tall.
but
The
you
wife
saw
was
that
like
body.
extra
Oh
long.
my!
All right.
That's another cartoon that's like has adult theme.
Bruh,
That's another cartoon.
another cartoon. Like, they had a lot of adult jokes in that show too.
And that's Cartoon Network.
Right.
Not
Right.
Nickelodeon. Cartoon Network.
Bruh.
And they got that shit on there.
They had some sexual advances in that shit. I was just like, wow.
Wow.
Well, I mean, Johnny Bravo was on. Wait, Johnny Bravo was Cartoon Network, right? He
Yeah,
wasn't Nickelodeon.
yeah, he was Cartoon Network.
Right.
Wow.
Dexter was dope, man. They had some funny fucking episodes, bro. They had a
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Ball
Dexter's
Z type
Laboratory.
episode.
Yeah, that was one of my shit.
Like, bro, they had some funny episodes in that shit, bro. Especially when Dee Dee was just like, fuck shit up for no
I would say
reason,
when
bro.
she was
Like,
always found her way into this nigga's room and start fucking with time machines and shit. That's pretty
Yeah.
much what that
Fucking
show
shit up.
was about. Like her
Fucking shit up.
doing some fuck shit and him coming to clean it up. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
Fucking shit
I
That's
up.
remember
pretty
they had
much
a
what that shit was
Gundam
about.
episode that was pretty cool. Like, it was Dexter was the shit, bro.
Yeah,
I just
it
remember
was.
his mom being hot, then the mayor's wife just like Coke bottle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then you had
Yeah.
Dee Dee annoying as
Annoying
fuck.
ass.
Nah, Dee Dee
What's
was
this
annoying as
dude?
fuck, bro.
Clicking.
Annoying
Punching
as
the big
fuck.
ass
Sad,
red
bro.
button.
Like, nigga.
It clearly says don't push.
Like, she
but
just
she's
come
like,
in pressing buttons and shit.
Click.
Like, yeah, bro.
like, what
Like, she
the
be over dramatic with it. She be raising her hands up. Just that skinny ass.
Right. But
finger
the
down.
one button that's gonna fuck some shit up. Like.
But yeah, Dexter's is my number 2.
No, not Courage.
And-
Surprisingly, no.
And
Sorry.
honorable mention again. Nah, I'll do the honorable mention for my number 1 because really this was my number 1, but it's more on the newer.
Newer.
Yeah, it's more of a
concept.
newer cartoon, but so I can't put it in the 90s and 2000s. But yeah, that Dexter's Laboratory is my number 2 for sure. That show was dope as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I
I
respect that. I respect that.
Dope. It made me want to do chemistry and shit on some Breaking Bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, nobody
What you got,
mentioned
bro?
Courage the Cowardly Dog just yet.
Oh yeah, Courage. Yeah, I remember.
I mean, I never liked that show.
Gosh
I
darn
never
it!
liked that.
Scared me a
You
little
stupid
bit.
dog, making me look bad.
They had some episodes on Courage that kind of scared me when I was younger, like
Mhm.
especially at night because it used to come on late night,
Yeah.
like late night. Like,
I'll say that
11
dog
o'clock
always
at
looked like he
night
was
type
about to
shit.
cry. I could never get into that show, bro.
It was a
I
cool
remember
show.
it. It's
I liked it.
classic, but I never liked that show, bro.
It's kind of weird,
That,
but I
fucking,
liked
that dog
it.
was annoying as fuck to me.
It's
He
funny.
always had that
All the time and shit. Like,
look on his face. I hated that fucking dog.
And he had the tooth with the hole in it. Like, how did he get a
Yeah.
big ass hole in his tooth, bro? Like, how do you do that?
No, I never liked that shit.
What's the
ever.
backstory behind that tooth, bro? Like, that's why I always wondered, like, how the fuck?
Then
did
got
you
shot in
do
the
that?
mouth while he was smiling and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I never liked that show, bro. I never liked Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Excuse me.
But I didn't hate it, but I just never liked it. I
It's-
was just like,
I didn't care too much about it. It was not a part of my era. That's all I know.
No.
It's not a part of my era. It did.
okay, it was in the lineup, but I ain't care
It did
for
had
it.
a crossover episode with Scooby Doo though. Other than that, yeah.
That was Scooby Doo. That shit been out since like the like 1967 and shit. God damn.
Scooby-Doo
Oh,
old
yeah.
as fuck.
Oh yeah.
All
I'm
right, but
surprised
yeah,
I
that's
forgot
my
about it.
number 2.
All right. So
Who-
all right. So is
Oh,
it me?
what's your number 2?
Mine was Spider-Man
Yeah, yours is Spider-Man. But all
or
right.
Yu-Gi-Oh, depending
Oh, it's
on
on
you know.
Kurt. Yeah.
Yes, on Kurt.
My number 2, this one kind of I had a sauce. It kind of grew on me over the years, or a decade, to be specific. This cartoon reminds me of the time. I think this is one of those cartoons that where the characters kind of pushed onto me by my mom's and probably grandma as well. They gave me a plush doll version of this character when I was a toddler. And I remember having that toy as a toddler. They took a picture of it and everything, and it's still. I think I got that picture to this day of me holding it. But one of our uncles, Mikey, used to make fun of my eyeballs, compare me to this particular character. But and it's a lot. It holds a lot of memories. But and because of that, I guess it became a part of my childhood directly. This cartoon from number 2 for me is Garfield.
Garfield. Oh, the orange
Forgot
cat.
all about Garfield. Yeah.
Garfield that hated Mondays, even though he didn't have a job. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Fucking
Fucking
hated
Garfield.
Mondays, but
Garfield.
didn't even have a job.
It's
I'm
fucking
saying,
the
like,
same.
he hated Mondays. All this nigga did was sleep all fucking.
Yeah, he hate Mondays.
He's not like, the
Got a
fuck? All this
fucking
nigga did was sleep and sleep. Like,
He got a fucking narrator for a voiceover, yo, for the cat.
I'm saying, like, the reason why he even had adventures was to get this motherfucker to do some shit. Like, every day was just a day in the life of this lazy motherfucker. You
All
know
he
what
do
I'm
is
saying?
just sleep,
He literally didn't do shit
but complaining
He
about
didn't,
work.
they were like,
like ever.
it would be like that fucking the dog or some shit would go fucking with him while he's trying to sleep, and it'd be a whole episode about that. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll leave the house because the dog will run away, and now he got to go find it, or the dog is eating food that the owner cooked or some shit, so now he got to recook the food. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a lazy ass cat, but the dog gave him something to do every fucking episode, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot the
Right.
dog's name. Shout out to that dog. You know what I'm saying?
Otto,
I don't even think the
or
dog
some
can
shit.
talk.
I don't know.
I
I think I
don't
start
even
with
think
O.
the dog
I
can
don't
talk.
know.
I think Garfield was like the only one that could talk and shit.
Oh no, the
But
dog
yeah,
never
man.
talks. Yeah, the dog never talks. But
The dog can just do some shit. But yeah, I like Garfield. Yeah, Garfield was a decent show.
It was one of the shows I watched growing up as a toddler, playing until fucking preteens. I'm watching that shit growing up, and my mom always sat me down as a toddler, as a kid, and just play Garfield in front of me. I remember that because our grandma never stopped talking to me about that. Talking about how cute I was when I was standing there, all in front of the TV, eyes wide as hell, and shit like that. Which is why they say I look like. Which is why they say I look like Garfield, because of my big ass eyeballs just staring at the screen and shit. but that's just stuck with me.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in heaven.
Rest in peace to her. Yeah.
Damn.
But that's how I got I think I was given a nickname Garfield too, because only her and Jamie, our Uncle Jamie, used to call me Garfield growing up.
Garfield was a cool cartoon.
It then turned to Cuggy.
I said, yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with Garfield.
Like if it was on TV, it usually come on like weekends. I thought like I don't think it was on regularly or nothing. But yeah,
I'm saying I don't think it.
No,
it
was one of those cartoons that comes on Channel 9, and that'd be the only cartoon that appears there, if I remember right.
Fox? I thought Fox.
No, on Channel 9.
Oh.
I'll say I don't remember when it came on.
That's probably Minnesota, but
I remember it.
But yeah, I do remember.
I remember this nigga always saying he hated Mondays. I'm like, why? Like you don't go down, you don't no school, no work. You
ain't got no kids.
All this nigga do is sleep. Like
no shit.
And real shit, he wouldn't be doing anything if it wasn't for that fucking dog. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga would be doing nothing.
Nothing. All right, so now for the main event. The number one of our respective favorite cartoon of all time. We're gonna start with Flo because we got a feeling We know what it is. Bo, take us home,
This
man.
one might be anticlimactic for y'all. I don't know if y'all are familiar with this cartoon, but it's Justice League / Justice League Unlimited. Because Justice League Unlimited just continued off Justice League. I don't know if y'all ever watched that shit, but that
I'm
is
pretty
my
sure I did.
favorite cartoon for kid cartoon of all time, save for like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying? Because since we're not doing animes and shit,
Oh
Yu-Gi-Oh is
no!
probably my number one.
Well, Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh does count actually. It's a soft
Yeah,
anime. It's
like,
soft anime.
those Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, they're like right here with
Neck
me.
and
You know what I'm
neck.
saying? It depends on what day of the week.
Yeah.
But if we're not, like I said, we were not doing anime because I kind of consider those anime. Then Justice League / Justice League Unlimited. That's my shit, yo. I don't know if y'all ever
I
watched
respect
that
it.
shit.
I think
Those
I'm
shows are
pretty sure I
fucking
did.
amazing. Though.
I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure. Because I was heavily into, like I said before, as a kid growing up, I was heavily into DC World.
It's a good
growing
pick.
up. So I respect that.
I like that show too. I didn't see all of the episodes or nothing, but I definitely remember that show. And it was just, another Marvel cartoon with a bunch of heroes and shit. You
Right?
know? Shit hit. Shit hit.
Yeah. So what you got, Clutch? What you got? What's your number one?
My number one for this show the shit, bro. I could watch this show right now and probably laugh my shaft off. You know what I mean? Like it's it is definitely a unique show. It's it's like it's well balanced. It's not too vulgar. It's not too kiddish. It's just right, man. And I think the theme song goes dun 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 dun
Ed, Ed, and Eddie,
dun
though.
Hey, Eddie.
dun dun.
Ed, Ed, and
Oh
Eddie,
yeah,
bro.
Ed and Eddie, bro.
I rarely watched
Bro.
that cartoon.
Them
Banger.
niggas had jawbreakers that was
Jawbreakers the size of fish bowls and shit. Everything was just over
dumb
exaggerated.
as fuck, yo.
It
That
had a
sounds like
kid.
some dumb shit they would do.
It had a
Ed,
kid.
Ed, and Eddie, Joe.
His best friend
This
was a
nigga's
piece
not.
of wood. He called him Plank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
remember that. I remember
bro,
that.
fucking
remember that.
hilarious, bro. Then they
Yeah,
had these
Joe.
trailer park girls that were clearly disgusting as fuck.
I remember
Like,
that.
just used to always
I'll
be
say the
all
art
over
style to
them.
that shit was terrible too, Joe.
It
Like
wasn't
the
the
art style,
greatest.
it was all like shaky and
100%.
shit.
Yeah, it had that
100%.
shaky, wavy, weird animation. But after you look past that, you had some funny
Nah,
shit.
that shit was
Bro.
funny. That shit
Like,
was funny.
funny shit, dude. Like you had the big kind of slow dude named Ed that was just like freakishly strong
I
for
was
no
like
reason.
dumb as fuck, Joe.
Dumb as
See, that
hell,
nigga was
but
kind of
like
annoying. He
Yeah.
was annoying. My
that was
favorite Ed was the
definitely
one. I think he wore like the red shirt with the stripes, and he had like the hat.
yeah. He had like a
He was
buzz
my
cut.
favorite Ed, Joe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you talking about that? Yeah, yeah. He had like a black hat, but a stripe on the side
Yeah,
of it.
he had like the black hat. I think he had a red shirt on. I think.
He was
And then he
more
had
of
the
a
other
muscular
Ed that
dude,
was
though.
like he was bald with like the strings for hair.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that character. That haircut.
It's a
That's
funny
it.
cartoon,
That
man.
was a funny
I
ass
swear,
show, though.
man. That shit had me dying for a very long time. Ever since it came
Oh,
out, I remember when it first came out, nobody really gave it a chance because of the art style, like you said. Nobody
yeah.
was used to that wavy,
I'll say
weird,
it grew on me too, though, because I ain't like that shit either. I
yeah,
remember being like, this shit kind of,
yeah. It's just
but
not
it grew
hitting,
on me. Them
No,
fucking
bro.
jawbreakers, Joe. Them jawbreakers. That shit
Jawbreaker,
never got old, Joe.
bro. They used to do full episode adventures for
Yeah,
Jawbreaker,
Joe. For
bro.
a fucking jawbreaker.
Like
Like
the
this big
size
and
of
shit.
a
Like,
fucking basketball,
Oh god, my
like,
fucking hair hurts. My fucking hair
bruh.
hurts, yo.
Ed and Eddie was the shit, bro. That's
I
my
respect that.
that's my number one, man.
I
Everybody knows
respect
about
that.
Ed and Eddie. You know, never a
Respect that.
dull moment in that shit. But that's my numero uno.
All right,
so last but not least,
that's
Kurt's
my niece.
Raging.
I'm I'm starting to feel bad about this one. Number one,
I
for
say this
me,
is number one, bro. Number one.
number one for me. Come on now, we cannot just count this one out. Anime, yeah, like that. But we all grew up with this. We all grew up with this show or cartoon like that. We practically play card games with about that's based off this show. We practically
Bruh.
play video
I already
games.
knew it was coming.
We practically play video games based off this damn show. Multiple video games based off this show, and we last fucking what 3 seasons into it before we rage quit out of it because they decided to switch. They transitioned to a whole nother generation of the fan base or whatever. So
Yeah.
with that being said, the number one, obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Of course, Joe. Like I said, I would have said the same shit, Joe, because I wasn't sure if
Bruh.
we was doing. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
Number
Pokemon and
one.
Yu-Gi-Oh like right here with me.
Oh
Bro.
yeah, Pokemon.
I can watch either like the original, at least the original. I
Mhm.
can watch that shit to this day. No fucks given. I don't give a fuck who is like judging. You watching Pokemon? You watching? Yes, nigga. If you're
Yes.
watching this shit,
What
get the
you
fuck
do
out.
about it?
You know what I'm saying? That's
What
my
are you gonna
shit,
do
bro.
about it? I like
Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh man.
Yu-Gi-Oh! is the
Especially the
shit.
first season, bro.
Yes.
Not the first season, but like Dual
Like
Monsters.
the
You know what I'm
second.
saying?
Oh yeah.
Dual Monsters era. Nigga, I can watch that shit forever, Joe.
Bro,
Mhm.
that's a
That's
good
that
pick,
shit.
man. Because
Yeah. We
Yu-Gi-Oh!
all
had
grew up on it.
everything.
Yep,
It
we
had
all grew up on
drama.
it.
It had like it had everything, man, and it had strategy. It had good animation for the time.
Yep.
Like it.
The main character was a fucking
Except for the first season, they face be fucking melted and shit.
Oh yeah, the first season was rough.
The first episode,
rough, bro.
even the voice actor was ooh.
They lips didn't sync up with the words and shit.
Remember the voice actor for Yu-Gi on the first season?
Oh yeah, it was like super deep. I thought. Like,
You talking about
No.
Big Yugi?
It wasn't even deep at all. It sounded a little bit too unconvincing. Like the little Yugi and the ancient Yugi, they're very similar to each other, shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Like what the fuck? I challenge you to a duel.
I
Like,
have no
fuck,
pathetic card.
like what the fuck? You sound almost like little Yugi. What the fuck? Get a different voice
Like
actor.
Yugi,
for this.
sound like little Yugi doing a voice and shit.
Like a little
Sorry,
boy trying to
pathetic card.
sound serious as hell. Like, no, it's not working. Get somebody else to play Yugi. Cause that shit trash.
Yeah. I feel like by not Duelist Kingdom, but Battle City is where it started getting really good. With Merrick,
That's season
when
2.
he became the main
That's
villain.
season 2.
Yeah.
Season
Battle
2
City
was the
was
best one.
probably my favorite season, Joe.
Mm-hmm. I think that's when
Battle City was that
Yu-Gi-Oh
shit.
kind of peaked. Yeah, that's where Yu-Gi-Oh peaked, in my opinion, as well.
I think season 3 was the one with Noah.
No. Well, no, I wouldn't count that as a season because it didn't have that many episodes compared to the others. I think it's like
Noah was kind of a week.
Yeah, Noah's like a transitional season. Part of the
Right.
in betweens. But the third season is the one we're dealing with the ancient times, you know, between Yugi and Bakura.
I thought that was season 5.
No, I
Like
thought
the
that
final
was,
season.
I thought that was season 3. Well, unless they count, if they count Noah as a season, then I guess that could be a season.
Yeah, because I think like I'm talking about like the main villains, not side villains, because Bakura, he becomes the main villain, I think, in the final season. You know what I'm saying?
Right, which
But,
I thought was 3 seasons, but yeah.
Yeah, because the way the series ends is with Little Yugi versus Big Yugi,
Right,
and
the same season.
Little Yugi end up winning, and then Big Yugi, he dies and he goes to the afterlife, and that's how the show ends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that happened after they beat Bakura.
Right.
Because Bakura tries to resurrect Zork from like the ancient past or some shit. And the only way to beat him was for Big Yugi to remember his name. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was the final season, fam.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Which is also season 3.
No, that's season 5. I think season 3 was with
Oh wait, I forgot about the whole fucking Rose dude and fucking
Darts.
Yeah.
Darts was season
No,
3, and
not
then
no, not Darts. Well, I forgot about him too. Fuck, I forgot about the Seal or
that one.
Yeah,
I think
that's
season
okay.
4 was the one with that dude beefing with Kaiba,
Yeah,
who used the
yeah,
Valkyrie deck.
the Rose dude. Yeah, okay, that's season
Yeah,
4. Okay, I get it.
yeah,
now.
that dude, he used the Valkyrie deck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was season 4, because he had that beef with Kaiba and shit.
I forgot
But
about
yeah,
that.
though.
I take it back. Yeah, it does. Man, it has been 5 seasons. Holy shit.
I'm gonna be honest. The only reason I remember is because I watched it recently.
Oh god.
I watched that shit probably about a year ago. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so
I had cut back into it.
that's what's up. All right, so your number 1 clutch is the fucking
Ed and Eddie.
Eddie. And Flo, yours is the I can't believe I forget your shit already.
Oh, it's for the sake of the list, it's Justice League. But in reality, it's a tie between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Justice Adventure or some fucking shit.
Justice League. Yeah, basically Justice
Yeah,
League
Justice
related
League,
content.
Justice League, and Justice League
Justice
Unlimited.
League
It's the
Unlimited.
same show, but they had like Justice League got cut off, and they got cut off. I don't know, something happened with the actors or some shit. But then when they brought it back a few years later, they brought it back as Justice League Unlimited. But Justice League Unlimited had pretty much all of the Justice League members, not just the starting 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all remember that show. That show had the starting 7 was, of course, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, The Flash, Hawkman, and John Stewart, Green Lantern, the black one. I don't know if y'all remember that show. The Justice League that had the black Green Lantern.
I remember John Stewart. General.
Yeah, that's the version. That's the Justice League show I'm talking about. That cartoon. So, again, for the sake of the list, that's my favorite. That's my number 1. But if I'm being honest, it's between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, feel on that.
So for you, Kurt, you said it's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh's a banger, man.
Simple
It
as that.
is. I'm probably gonna start watching that shit again if I'm being honest, Joe. Like,
I wouldn't fucking blame you. All right, let me go ahead and try to close this. Go ahead and close this shit down because I see my internet connection start going bad again. And goddamn, that's the highest drop frames I ever seen. Probably because I had
I'm supposed to be going to sleep right now. I gotta be at work in a few hours.
Yeah, I had all the tabs open in the beginning, which caused the frames adjust. But anyways, so yeah, Clutch, so you got any final thoughts or want to do some plugs? Start with Clutch.
These are these great episode, by the way. Like it brought back some nostalgia fucking cartoons I haven't thought about in a while, especially that Shaolin, whatever the fuck.
Shaolin
That shit
Showdown.
dope, bro. Like I forgot all about that show. But
hilarious too. Oh god.
Man. As usual, we do this every Sunday. You know, I do it usually, hopefully, if shit works out every Sunday. And definitely hit up our social medias, man. We all got YouTube. We all got Twitch. I don't know about Instagram or whatnot, but yeah, we definitely trying to get our channels up there so we can bring y'all a lot more entertainment than we've been doing. But hope everybody enjoy the rest of y'all night. I do appreciate y'all for sliding.
Yeah.
Till the next episode, you know what I mean? Next Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what you get?
Clutch already said it all, man. Appreciate y'all for sliding. Thanks for watching. Flow at Free. That's the show.
That's the show. Any final thoughts? Okay. All right. Well, you here, folks. Appreciate you guys for sticking around, watching, and I'm trying to pull up a music. I'm trying to stall while pulling up the music. Because I thought I had it on deck. But well, fuck it. Well, I'm playing this one instead. Anyways, so yeah, that's it. The next time, I am inviting. Okay, since we all here live, I'm basically gonna invite mainly these two guys included. I'm gonna handpick a certain people to join me in VC this Saturday for not necessarily a special podcast, but a game show. Because why Saturday, you might ask? Because come find out, Saturday is my birthday. So,
Oh shit, it is, yeah.
so I'm gonna invite a handful of people, select number of people, to play a card game. What kind of card game we probably playing? I don't know yet. I'm gonna place an order. I'm gonna look it up and see what cards games they got, and I'm probably gonna place an order. And hopefully, if enough people showed up, you can get it cracking. I usually do this type of shit on other people's streams a lot, and we had a shit ton of fun. So yeah. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit our follow buttons, which then their names is right below on the titles. And but yeah, be sure to leave your notifications on, so that way you know next time we go live. And until next time, rage on.
We need to come up with
The outro with all of us rapping and shit.
yeah, such thing out. Raps and shit.
Right.
Lightning,
Like,
thunder.